4Player podcast. This is actually a podcast about video games, not Brad's asshole.
Wait, well, you weren't recording any of that.
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay.
I got it all.
Use
I
that?
got it all on tape. Anyways, my name is Nick Henderson, and I'm joined today by Brad Simons.
We have a gaping hole of content for you to get to you guys today.
Nolan Hedstrom.
How's it going, everybody? Wait, we still use tape?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're not using tapes. Sorry. That's weird. That just came out of my mouth.
Right?
And Christopher Guthridge.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey. Sorry.
It's okay. Crispy's
Please me.
feeling a little under the weather this week, but we let him be on the show because this is our E3.
No, I volunteered not to be on the show. They made fun of me until I said I'd be on the show.
Well, no, I made fun of you because you showed up not to be on the show.
He did say, I'm not going to be on the show, and then he showed up, and he's like, I'm not going to be on the show still.
I wanted to hang out and enjoy the companionship of my friends and talk about video games, you assholes.
And then we pressured him into actually being on the show.
Do you want Chris Davis to come in here? And
Are you suggesting that stuff happens before we start the podcast each week?
Yeah, well, that vlog's not available yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It will be.
Sorry.
In fact, it probably should be today if we can get that uploaded.
Oh, sorry.
There's a vlog. If you're a patron, it'll be available to you via the Patreon activity feed or the supporter content page on the website once we get that posted.
It's pretty great.
It's pretty great. It was all shot with Crispy's cell phone.
I don't mean to spoil anything. Sometimes I don't get the memo. By the way, subscribe to the month Toku app. Remember that time when I said it before?
Oh, yes. We spoiled it for everyone?
Yes.
Fucked up.
Anyways.
It's so hard to keep all the times you fucked up straight in my head.
We Victus subscribed 35 months in a row.
35 months in a row of subscribing. That's fantastic.
Thanks,
Thank you, Victus.
Love you, Victus.
Wait, was he subscribed even when he wasn't around? No. Okay, that was before. Okay, never mind.
All right,
Those
we got
were the
a great
dark
show
times.
for you today. Contrary to popular belief, we won't be talking about The Witcher for 2 hours, but we may bring it back up.
That's literally all I've played since our last show 3 days ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot our last
3
show was
days
3
ago.
days ago.
Yeah.
Which
I was
is why,
wondering.
but that's why I pushed for this E3 thing tonight, because what else are we going to talk about?
Hey, Scavenger Junk, just
I was-
subscribed for 25 months in a
I
row.
played something else if you guys are interested.
Nope.
It's not that big.
We're not really that
Nope.
interested.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Was it going to be at E3?
No.
Then we don't care.
No, it's not.
So,
Is it on your phone?
No, it wasn't Hearthstone, actually.
Okay.
It
Still
was
don't care,
something
though.
else.
we're gonna talk today's show, guys. My eye is twitching, and it's been twitching all day. This is driving me nuts.
I think you're low on magnesium.
What do I need to eat to?
Banana.
Daily vitamin.
Wait, no, that's potassium.
No, bananas have magnesium.
do.
Bananas do have magnesium in them. I just take a daily vitamin, so I'm
Chris
covered.
Davis, bring me a banana.
Oh, I would love some tea.
Anyways, we got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about E3. That's coming up in 2 weeks.
When are they going to make vitamin gummy worms?
In fact, E3 is
Yep.
2 weeks. The actual show floor opens 2 weeks from today.
Correct.
And we will be there.
Some of us.
Some of us will be there. But that doesn't
Those
mean
two.
that we can't all talk about the show, because there's a lot of cool stuff.
Whenever I don't go to E3, which is often, how many? I've been once or twice.
I know you've been at least once because I have a photograph.
That's true.
We have photographic evidence.
There's evidence.
Whenever I don't go, I always watch the coverage online because I'm curious. I'd like to know, and I always look for you guys.
Yeah.
I always look for
Oh,
you
you
guys
mean
in the
you watch
background.
other people's coverage, but you
We
look
should-
for us.
I
We should
occasionally
have
get a
like
tweet,
a-
like, you're in this video.
We should
You're
have like
walking by.
a signal or something so we can find each other.
Anytime we're walking by someone recording, we put our hands up.
It's like,
I'm pretty sure a lot of people do that, even when they're not trying to signal someone. They just see a camera and they do that.
maybe we could just like throw up some birds.
Maybe.
Throw up some birds. I have a feeling we probably won't be the only ones doing that
Fucking
either.
Dog Live.
But yeah, we will be in LA from the 14th through whatever that Friday is. I don't know. So Sunday through Friday.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff we already know is going to be there, stuff that's a rumor that's going to be there, and of course we do this every year before the show. We all want to obviously have a chance to talk about what we're excited about. Chris Davis is posting pictures of Flintstones vitamins in chat. I don't know why. Those actually look tasty though.
Self Torment posted that. Chris Davis just opened
Self
it.
Torment posted that. Good call.
I feel like the molding for those are really impressive. Like these days, most stuff is just super lazy.
Yeah.
Like
those-
that, like
the
that
Flintstone
Witcher,
vitamins.
like
Like
the Witcher
amiibos?
Yeah.
like the Witcher statue.
Oh yeah.
What was
Oh, those Geralt statues.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Look like
I saw a Photoshop of like a Bloodborne boss or something.
Yeah, and it had
With the
Geralt's face on
Geralt's
it. Yeah, that was pretty good.
that was pretty good. So Brad has a pretty comprehensive list. I do before we jump.
I will say. Oh,
Well, I was just going to say, before we get too deep into the E3 conversation, we might split that into two segments because obviously the list is pretty long. But during the break, we're going to be announcing something. We're going to be showing
are?
something. Yeah, it's going to be pretty
Ooh.
cool. I think you guys should stick around. It's going to be awesome. So we'll do that during the break. But for now, I'm going to hand it over to Brad and let him kick off this E3 conversation.
a big thank you to. I was playing some Witcher earlier today, and I put out the call for the people, the good people,
Call to
the
arms.
good viewers watching me play and chatting to help me come up with a comprehensive list, and Fausk helped put together the list.
Thank you, Fausk.
And we have a pretty comprehensive one. It's going to be kind of like our beginning of the year preview shows where we kind of go down a list and we, say our piece and then we move on to the next one.
Yep.
This one's a little organized, but it might, just because we don't get to something in one section doesn't mean it's not on our list. Like I said, it's pretty comprehensive. So let's just start from the top. Say, do we think it's going to be there? If we know it's going to be there, like in what capacity? Are we excited? Yada, yada, yada.
Yep.
All right, starting from the top, we have Uncharted 4.
Woo! Well, I mean, they're gonna show it.
It's gonna probably
It's
happen at the
gonna
conference.
that is gonna be a staple of the Sony conference.
I think
Yes.
they're gonna show. I mean, they showed gameplay content in their last update or whatever. I think they're gonna show more of that.
I mean, whenever there is an Uncharted game in the works, it's always a huge portion of their conference. The question is, will it be playable?
Yeah, I think so.
it's going to be.
Do you think they're
definitely.
gonna give any attention to multiplayer?
Probably not in this.
Because
I
there
don't
was
think so.
one E3 I went to where the demo, the playable version of Uncharted on the show floor was just the multiplayer. I think it was Uncharted 3.
They've done stuff like that before. I mean, I remember one of the Assassin's Creed games. They only had the multiplayer playable.
Because
But
ever
my-
I
was my question about Uncharted: are they keeping Drake like that? That's what they're going.
They
with?
change his face every game.
what, like his dumb face?
Yeah, well, like the new one.
Yeah,
the new one's
he looks
very
kinda
dumb.
dumb, doesn't he?
He
I
has,
think
like,
every
no
game
chin
they've
or
changed
something.
his face, but he's kind of been
Maybe
like,
I'm not super sensitive to these changes. What did they change about his face?
He looks like a different person.
He's older.
It looks like his
They probably had a
Wow.
different.
Like
they,
his
Wow.
bone structure has changed.
they probably have a different.
He's
character
had some
artist.
work
Well,
done.
have you seen how the situation looks these days? People's faces change.
No, Brad, I don't fucking watch reality TV. I'm
watch
sorry.
it. Watch it.
Oh, the situation.
My thing is, Uncharted is one of my favorite series. And from 1 through 3, Nathan Drake looks like the same character, just with better graphics each time. This time
Yeah,
he looks like a completely different
I would be willing to
character.
bet if you look at the list of people working on the project, they have a new character artist that was not on the other
We
ones.
are spending too much time on Uncharted 4. We know it's going to be there. It's probably going to be cool. It's Uncharted. It's a known quantity. I mean, were they going to fuck it up? Come on.
What is that? Wait, they pushed that game back recently, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To what, March or something?
Yeah,
I
it's,
don't know
it's
the
no
date.
longer coming out this year.
Yeah, it's definitely coming out next year.
Early next year. All right, we have a big question mark here. It even has a question mark next to it. The Last Guardian. I had a dream.
Why would you start with that?
I had a dream that The Last Guardian was going to be...
Dude, this would make
God.
4 E3s in which we've said, "Will the Last Guardian be there?" And it wasn't. So
Or-
I'm going to go
or-
ahead and say right now, it
more
won't.
like 6 E3s.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they had it there, but it was like a TV in the corner by itself?
Why do we keep
You know what? I
doing
will
this?
say this. I will say this, and I know I've said this probably every year, but this year in particular, Sony has been on record saying that their first-party offerings are kind of limited this year, and a lot of people have speculated, does that mean you're not going to be showing much at E3? So a lot of people are already kind of the mind.
Well, we are
What?
in the...
I know, but I'm just saying, a lot of
section.
people are already kind of that mindset of like maybe Sony's not going to deliver as well as they had the past few
Okay,
years.
well, if...
So what if they do deliver The Last Guardian?
That'd be
Holy shit.
big. They
Well,
might win E3.
But I've gone into 3 conferences thinking I was going to
Dude.
walk out knowing about The Last
They
Guardian.
don't have to deliver the... I mean, remember, we've seen gameplay of The Last Guardian. We've
Yep.
seen it.
Yep.
So, like,
Yeah, that was the first E3 I ever went to.
So, the
I haven't
thing...
seen it since.
The thing is, like, if they just show that but looking nice, it's not going to blow anyone's. headbacks. In fact, until we play the fucking game and probably finish it, we're probably not going to be in love with the goddamn thing. So
Could you imagine if they released the game and it wasn't finished and just like halfway through the game it's like that's it?
Well, you guys wanted it. Fuck you.
This is all we got.
All right, next one. Now, again, you were talking about Sony first-party IPs. This is one that has been in development for a long time. It's got to come out eventually. We know they've been working on it. It has the working title Horizon. That's the Guerrilla Games has been working on what is rumored to be maybe like an open world RPG.
That would be cool. That would be cool just because I'd like to see what a studio that's done nothing but Killzone can do with a different genre entirely.
I want to know if it has a good card game in it.
They do make very pretty games.
Oh my god.
Also, another game that Shuhei Yoshida has confirmed is in development, or this studio is working on something. That is Sony Bend is working on something for PS4.
Really?
Are we finally going to see what that is? Oh, they're the guys that make Siphon Filter.
Yeah, Siphon Filter.
Which has been, a Sony.
When
They've
was
been a
the
Sony
last-
studio since the beginning.
When was the last
Long time
Siphon
ago.
Filter game?
The PSP ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That eventually got PS2 ports, but those are well received.
here's
I mean,
the
that's
thing,
the-
if
there's
they're-
been more good Siphon Filter games than bad ones.
The thing is, they're already they haven't worked on it. They haven't released a product in a while. They're known as the Siphon Filter guys. They're working on a PS4 title. The chances are it's probably a Siphon Filter game, and I don't know how excited I am for that.
Well,
We'll
no,
get
it's
excited,
probably
Nick.
not Siphon
I
Filter.
don't
It's going to be a
know,
new
like-
IP.
Are you
Yeah.
sure about that?
No one cares about Siphon Filter anymore. But remember, they didn't only make Siphon Filter. They also did various shooters for, I believe, the PSP and the Vita. Like they did the Resistance one that was well received, and
The Vita Resistance?
the PSP one.
Nick, how excited for you for the Mad Max game before you saw it?
Oh.
Not at all.
The Vita, I think they did Uncharted.
So,
Yeah. Well, that was
just,
more.
Just because you aren't excited for it doesn't mean
I
it won't be
know.
good.
That's true.
I know.
Moving on, Sony Santa Monica. What the fuck are they working on? Is it
God
God
of
of War?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know
Probably.
what? It
Can
probably
they-
probably stars fucking Kratos again.
Can it be
Probably killing.
Can it be God of
Greek
War
gods.
4? Can it be Kratos?
could
Can it
be.
be just another one of those? Can it be that?
It could
What
be.
if it's like
They could do that for as long as they
I
want.
didn't think following
can't,
God of
though.
War, but what if, did he ever
Speak up.
achieve some kind of ultimate power? What if he starts traveling through time and we finally get that Norse God of
Is
War?
God of War
That's what
Ascension-
it needs to be. It needs to be a different mythology,
Yeah.
a different character.
Well, definitely a different character.
Yeah,
But the thing is,
everyone hates Kratos.
Maybe a
Oh,
female.
he's kind of a dick.
they're probably working on
But
a
wearing
God
the
of
same
War
outfit
game.
as Kratos.
They're probably working on a God of War game, but let's be honest. God of War Ascension could not possibly be the last Kratos story. They're not going to leave Kratos' story.
But no one
hanging
cared
with
about
it.
Ascension because
Exactly.
No.
No one cared about Ascension.
it's like
they
it's
would-
like Gears of War.
But that was
remember
like a-
at the same time Judgment came out and people were
But
like,
God of
"We're
War
over
Ascension came out as kind of fuck, I don't know. I can't.
this." A wet fart. It was a wet
Yeah.
fart.
Yeah.
But it wasn't ever poised as this is the concluding chapter of Kratos' story. It was just another story starring
There's
Kratos.
a lot of games that don't conclude the franchise.
The first God of War was the concluding
Yeah,
chapter.
but not many of them are
Kratos.
God of War.
Yeah.
I mean,
Didn't he kill Zeus or something?
that was two. Like in
Yeah.
every single
Yeah.
one.
What has he been doing?
You should play 3 to find out.
Killing
He
more
kills
things.
every god in every single
Anything he
game.
comes across, he
That's
kills. Yeah, that's his purpose.
Is God of War 4 just going to be him committing suicide? Or?
If they change what God of War, if they change structurally how that game plays, if it's just a linear cinematic God of War game that's 7 hours long, that's not cool.
Yeah.
So if it's going to be Kratos, then they need to make some big changes in terms of gameplay, and it can't be new weapons or multiplayer. It's got to be different. Okay, we also have on here Until Dawn. It's Heavy Rain
That'll be
plus
there.
horror.
Which
Yeah.
I've been very excited about since PAX last year.
very excited about that
I'm
one.
By the way,
curious.
Chris Davis, didn't I tell you not to use the overlay? Because we're not doing gameplay impressions, bro.
Okay.
I goofed on the overlay.
Well, whatever.
Sorry.
We also Until Dawn. I'm excited to try that out. I guess. Here's a question: does Deep Down still exist?
No.
The very first announcement reveal of the PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
That was one of the big.
It's free to play, though,
games
right?
there.
Do I
Yeah.
care?
I mean, is it free to play? Does it even exist? I mean,
Yeah.
how do we know?
Yeah.
Again, don't underestimate a game just because it's free to play. If it's
Good.
a big budget console game, potentially.
And I don't mean to poo-poo all over God of War. I like God of War games, but let's be honest,
Yeah, I mean, come on.
it just needs a swift kick in the ass.
You can't just wait
Or-
4 years and then release another one.
Not. It doesn't need anything. It just needs to just be what it already is and not make more.
Just be done.
Just move on.
But they.
All right. Also,
I see what you did there, Crispy.
I'm just saying, like,
okay.
God
What's
War's
up?
great,
Hold on,
but-
moving on. What's up,
Speaking of
Brad?
Deep Down, do we think Dragon's Dogma Online?
It better be there.
It'll be there.
Is that game
better
even
be
going to
there.
come to the West?
Well, that's the
though?
thing is we still haven't heard about it getting a Western release, but it
Yeah.
fucking better.
That'll probably have an announcement at E3.
Oh,
Tells
I want to
us
play that game.
I don't see that game not coming to the West.
Tales of Zestiria, we know is going to be
Yeah.
there. I'll try that.
Yeah, in fact, we have an appointment for that.
Drawn
Or you
to
have an appointment
Death.
for that.
Drawn to Death.
Brad's excited for this one.
I'm excited for this one. This is the new David Jaffe game. It was last year's
That
press
or-
conference.
What platform is that going to be on?
PS4.
PS4, yeah.
Then I can guarantee that's going to have a huge booth in the show floor with like probably
Oh yeah,
15
definitely.
to
Yeah,
20
definitely a bunch of
different
playable
kiosks.
consoles.
If
yeah.
it's at that point, this is an indie game.
That looked
so-
like it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, hey, Twisted Metal Minds. They can do some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Keep on going. I like this list. This is
Tearaway
good.
Unfolded. I don't even know what that is.
And I'm not excited
Tearaway.
for that.
A
That's
new
that.
Tearaway.
Oh, the Vita game.
Yeah, that's that Vita game that kind of looks like Little Big Planet or whatever. But
Yeah,
like,
it's maybe,
Hell-
isn't it made by the same guys.
Oh yes. Moving on. No, actually, this one is not. In fact, Media Molecule. We don't even know what they're working on really.
They had.
Could it be Little Big Planet?
Could they have? Well, no.
I hope
I mean,
not.
Little Big. They didn't make Little Big Planet 3. That was another studio
That's
because
true.
they're working on something new. So what is that going to be? Who knows?
That is a studio that has demonstrated they can do amazing shit.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's really not my type of game. That's a studio I'd like to see maybe
Have
branch
them
out and do
be-
something different.
You have halls?
I didn't have them earlier.
You dick.
What?
I really wanted him to eat one of those.
I hate that whole fucking Selmiak cough drop because you wouldn't give me a halls.
Hellblade. Hellblade is the new Ninja Theory game,
You want
which I
Halls?
think is like it's a character action game, right? Like Heavenly Sword.
Yes.
What is Hellblade?
Dude, well, we haven't seen
Yeah,
gameplay
we haven't
of it
seen
yet.
anything
No,
from it.
I
But
keep
we've
thinking
seen
you're
we've
talking
seen a
about-
title.
The fact that the title of the game is literally like the exact
Yeah.
opposite of Heavenly Sword
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
makes me think it's a spiritual successor to
Yeah,
Heavenly
which
Sword.
I think it is.
That was my argument.
I have no idea what that is. I keep thinking you're talking about what's that one like Hellblade London?
It's a terribly generic
Okay.
name.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very
Well, so
generic.
so the good news is that Ninja Theory stays afloat by making Disney Infinity games.
Oh my god.
So that's what Ninja Theory does to pay the bills. So hopefully this means that they can.
Hopefully they have enough money that they can make a good game.
Yeah.
I don't want to live anymore.
Project Morpheus. That's probably going to be there.
Yeah,
in some,
that
some
would
form.
be there.
That was there
I-
last year.
we'll see.
I guess
I
we'll
didn't
just-
play with it.
No, then definitely play it this year.
Oculus,
I've heard
Project
it's good.
Morpheus, and everything
Are they-
else. All those.
I
are
just
gonna be
can't
there.
justify waiting in line for like 2 hours to put on a headset.
So make an appointment.
They weren't making appointments last year. They might this year.
They
Yeah.
will this year. At least ask. Can I get an appointment?
Is that the Eve Online Valkyrie? Is that one going to be a PS4? Like, is that going to be a Project
I have
Morpheus?
no idea.
I think. I mean, that's
Because they already had that. Because they already had that exclusive shooter on PS3.
Mm-hmm.
I just wondered if. What was that?
I can't
Dust
get
514?
excited about VR yet because this doesn't seem like a
VR
early
is cool
adopter
tech,
technology.
but
I mean,
VR
years
is
from
really
now.
cool tech, but I cannot imagine myself ever spending money to have that in my living room to
Yeah,
actually
probably
play
not.
games on a regular basis.
Oh
with.
no.
I
Not
totally-
not until it's much cheaper.
I totally could.
Yeah, that's. I just maybe I'm just I don't know.
I don't know. It needs.
Maybe
it
I'm
needs some
old
work.
school.
It needs some work.
Okay, how about this?
The only thing I want for my living room is those fucking speaker systems from Fry's, where the sound just comes straight down on you.
Oh, that was
Oh,
so
the-
cool.
the
yeah,
domes?
yeah. That's
Speaking
fucking
of
cool
domes,
technology.
isn't it Dome? How long?
That was dome,
Witness-
Brad. That was
Really
dome.
dumb.
This is the Dome show.
Are we finally going to play The Witness? What is The Witness?
I don't know.
The Maze game?
Yeah. The Witness has to be
Yeah,
there.
I would assume
The
so.
dude who's been making this game. When did Break come out? Like
A long time, yeah.
2001? What the fuck?
He's been working on this for a while.
But I'm excited. Dragon Quest Heroes is going to be there. That's that game that's like Dynasty Warriors, which just got recently confirmed for the West.
Yep.
Which I hear could be
Have
kind
they
of cool.
confirmed Dragon Quest 8 on 3DS yet for the West?
I think they did. I'm not sure.
Yakuza 5, which we know we're getting.
Yep.
Everybody's Gone to the Rapture.
I don't know that one.
That is
I don't
the
know
one
what to-
made by Chinese Room.
Guys who did the
It's a
second
walking
Amnesia
simulator.
game.
Oh yeah.
You say it's a walking simulator?
That's the
Yeah.
pejorative
It's
I
a thing.
think people use to
Yeah.
describe indie games that try to be different. Fat Princess Adventures. I don't know what that is. Oh, here we go. Watam. Remember Watam? It's the
Oh.
new the Keita Takahashi game. The guy who
Yeah.
made Katamari Damacy. There was like a square wearing like a top hat or something.
Yeah.
They
What?
teased it last E3 or last.
Did you say Top Hat?
Yeah,
Gamescom or
I'm
something.
excited for
I'm
that.
on board.
So there's gameplay footage out there now. Like
Oh,
we know,
really? I
we
haven't
now
seen
know
it.
what it is. It actually is very. It reminds me of stacking
Oh.
in terms of kind of the way it plays, where you're trying.
Stacking was fun. Yeah.
I love that game.
But
Charming as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. It's charming as fuck, and this game seems charming as fuck too. Like I heard it described where like there's all these different characters you can kind of pick on the field, but you're kind of like trying to get them together, making everybody happy. But like this one dude's a pillow. He's super sad because anytime he goes near someone, they all fall asleep because he's a pillow. So you got to try to find a way to keep everybody awake, but while they're hanging out with the pillow, so everyone can be happy. It's just weird. But yeah, I'm excited to try that.
Yeah, definitely.
So here's a game coming to PS4 that I think recently got a more in-depth look online. I don't know if you saw it, but What Remains of Edith Finch?
Yes.
Actually looks really cool. There's a new trailer out there that I highly recommend using. Again, might be a walking simulator, but like it seems really
Dude, some of those are pretty good.
really cool. Apparently everyone dies in this family. All
That's
the Finches, but it seems pretty crazy and fantastical. Yeah, someone wrote down here Gran Turismo 7. Is that supposed to be announced?
I haven't heard about that.
I don't know.
I don't really care about the Gran Turismo
We're not big
games.
racing sim people.
Nope.
I did get really into 3. Rhyme.
That is one of my most anticipated
Definitely ones
puzzle
I want to
games.
see. Yeah.
Holy crap, that game looks amazing.
That's a
It
game
does.
that I
The one
think
where you can like turn the sun and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it looks it looks almost like a spiritual successor to Eco.
It's
It's
kinda
like
like an
Eco
open
meets Wind
world-
Waker.
open island
Wind
eco
Waker,
game.
like super colorful
But-
eco game.
My reservation is when people talk about this game, they throw around words like eco and stuff. And like this game, I mean, this game shows really well in trailers, but it does have to prove itself because this developer is kind of unproven. They released one game and it was not a lot of people liked it. It was
Which game?
Deadlight, that side-scrolling.
Oh yeah, that was very well
you
received.
played that, right, Nick?
Which one?
Wasn't
Deadlight?
Wasn't that Summer of
I played
Arcade
I played like
so.
a third of it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah,
There was nothing wrong with that game. It just wasn't super.
It was bland.
New
kinda
East
bland.
game.
Yeah,
I'll
it
try the
was-
New East game. The Tomorrow Children. That's been in like alpha or beta. That's actually that. Do you remember the Tomorrow Children?
I've heard that title. I don't remember.
It's
what
the
it
game
is.
from Q Entertainment, the Pixel Junk guys. But it's like it has a really cool, weird art style, and it looks like it has kind of like Minecrafty elements to it. It's the one. Oh my god, no, Nick. Tomorrow Children.
It's not.
the
It's
Tomorrow
kind of
Children?
vaguely ringing a bell.
All right, Chris Davis, post a picture real quick so people know what the fuck I'm talking about. Go.
Okay, move on.
But yeah, I think that game actually looks pretty great. Okay, we got a Vita game. He has one Vita game written on here. Persona 4 Dancing All Night. Which looks
Oh
cool.
man, I'm glad I have a Vita.
I mean,
Why is Chris Davis not looking up the Tomorrow Children?
you might be doing it on the other monitor.
Children.
Let's try. He's trying.
All right, we have some Xbox One.
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
You
I
remember
remember
this
that
game?
one. Yeah, I remember that one.
Wait. While we're talking about PS4 stuff, are we gonna see
Again,
No Man's Sky?
it's
Fuck you.
on here. It's on here.
Fuck you.
His
I
his
was
list.
afraid it wasn't.
No, it is. Everything's on here.
Everything.
Faust consists.
Everything that has ever been.
So
No Man's Sky,
We'll
I'm
circle
sure-
back around to it.
I'm sure it,
Nah.
but that's not PS4 exclusive, so it's probably that. That's why it's not under there.
But yeah, the Tomorrow Children does look good.
Yeah, no, that does look
Yeah.
cool. I mean, it's been in beta and stuff, which is weird, but yeah. Okay, so we got some Xbox One stuff. Rise of the Tomb Raider. Did they ever actually release that trailer?
Yeah, there was a cinematic trailer.
A new
for
trailer
fuck's
came
sake.
out today or yesterday or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the cinematic.
Yeah.
So did you
They're-
see
they're
anything
sa-
in the cinematics? That looked
They're
different?
saving the gameplay demonstration for the press conference.
But did it suggest that this game, how it's going to be different from the first one?
would you like
Not
my honest
really.
answer to that?
Yes.
I didn't watch it.
I watched and it was meh.
Well, I'm excited about the game. I like that
I'm
last
very
Tomb
excited
Raider.
for the game.
I'm sorry, quotes Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
I'm excited for that game.
We live in
Not
a
for
world
a new
where,
Tomb Raider game.
we live in a world where quote unquote Tomb Raider is good, but
Yeah.
there's also good Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
Tomb Raider.
Scalebound. This is one I'm very excited about.
Because we don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Hideki Kamiya game. You ride dragons.
Yep.
And he makes good games, and it's a
He does.
Microsoft exclusive.
Which
It
sucks.
seems like it would be maybe a big game at their press conference, provided it is ready to be shown. But I bet it is. I really do bet it is. I'm just hoping and praying that it does not come out this year.
Hey, maybe it's
Because I
Microsoft.
spent my
Your
Xbox
quota?
funds.
Oh.
Which is why
Maybe at the
shit
Microsoft
happens.
conference they'll come out and be like, "Hey, by the way, we found a new developer for Phantom Dust."
Yeah, that's not going to
Yay."
happen.
Maybe.
They're called Mercury.
Well, that's on here.
It
Phantom
could
Dust
happen.
question mark.
Yeah, I don't think we're
Guys,
gonna see
I
Phantom
assure
Dust.
you, Phantom Dust is dead.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
sad.
really sad.
It is. It's really.
You're
fucking
looking at the
sad.
one person in the world to cheer for that
I
game.
mean, who
When it,
who does that? Who brings back the one thing nobody cares about and then just? It's like someone wanted to
Just
fuck with
crushes
just
it.
me.
hey, I'm right there with you, bro.
But everybody was excited about Silent Hills. I'm the only one who cared about Phantom Dust.
Dude, I was pretty interested in Phantom Dust.
Whatever. Crack.
That's probably because he was pushing
Okay.
it and he was living vicariously through Crispy.
Crackdown
Yeah.
3.
Oh God, yes. I hope it's there.
That's got to be there, right?
I hope so. It has to.
In some
Yeah.
capacity.
Is that being done by Blue Ruffian?
Blue Ruffian.
Is that what they're called? Right?
No, Ruffian is a studio.
What's
that-
did I just mix Blue Point and Ruffian?
I think you
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I don't know who's making this new Crackdown.
I don't know.
Really cute.
But
Go fuck yourself.
but if I hope they don't announce it for this year though, because I don't want to buy an Xbox
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
I hope they announce
I'm
it
with you.
because woo.
But the thing is,
I have an
Microsoft has
Xbox.
enough stuff coming out this year
Yeah.
that I feel like they don't need
More.
the games that I care about. Forza 6, who cares? Forza 6, some people are excited.
Yeah.
Gears of War 4 or whatever's new for Gears of War. Are we
That'll
likely
be.
to see
I'm
it?
pretty sure
Meh.
that'll be there.
I'm sure it'll be. There,
I'm gonna add this little caveat now. All of these games are nice, all well and good, but we're probably not going to see half of them. We're probably going to see lots of HD
Speaking-
remaster collections. So the reason I don't think we necessarily see a new Gears of War is probably because they're going to show the Gears of War HHD or whatever.
Speaking of Gears of War,
Yeah.
what happened with Fortnite?
I don't know what did happen with
Did that game
Fortnite?
come out?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it did.
No, I remember seeing something in a magazine like last year about it.
Right?
And I think it was still kind of that like
Nope, it's not out.
yeah,
says
it was
Chris
still
Davis.
kind of that like Minecrafty gameplay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for some reason, I don't remember specifically what the article was saying, but I got less excited reading it.
Can y'all
So-
believe that Fable Legends
Oh my god.
is still not out?
Yes, I can.
Haven't they shown
and I'm
that
fine
like
with that.
2 E3s?
Dude, I get emails from them all the time, like, "Oh, here's the beta. You can get in on this," and I'm like, "No,
Oh,
No.
that one is free to play now, though.
yeah."
that officially seals the
Which one?
puts the final nail in the coffin
The
for
new
that
Fable?
game for me.
Oh yeah.
Hey, speaking of Fortnite,
Although I will say, when I saw that game demonstrated, it actually looks kind of cool.
do you know
But
what Fortnite means?
2
Yeah,
weeks.
like
2 weeks?
Yeah, I just learned the other day why it.
Nightly.
Well, Fortnite is 14 nights.
What? That's a stupid word then.
Oh, I totally knew that, and I don't feel stupid right now.
I just someone mentioned that the other day, and I was like, "Oh my god."
That's dumb.
So can you make up other?
People way back then didn't abbreviate things. That can't be right.
So
can't be.
what's the Sev night?
A week.
That's a
Yeah,
week.
I guess.
We just make that up like these other assholes?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
I mean, it just seems so arbitrary. But whatever.
it does.
Hey,
English.
Halo 5 Guardians. Nick.
Meh.
We'll
I'm
probably-
very,
Crispy?
very excited
Meh.
for that.
Is that a system seller for you?
No, but it's definitely
What?
Halo 5 alone is not a system seller, but it's one of those ones where
It
I
adds
would-
on. Yes.
if I was gonna buy it, if I was gonna buy the system, I would want to get the Halo
Like-
bundle that they're
like
inevitably gonna do.
there's X amount of games that need to come out before I'm gonna buy it. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, and that it's one of those games that you would add it to the list.
If it was a month where like Crackdown 3 and Phantom Dust were coming out, then yeah, totally. But
I'm totally on board for Halo 5.
Are you on board? Is this a system seller? Quantum Break.
No,
Well,
put it on the list.
I can't answer that question because I have an Xbox.
Yeah, you can't. Put it
Are
on
you
the list.
excited
I feel
about
like
Quantum
that's a
Break?
game
I'm
that's
very
been
excited about Quantum
circulating
Break.
around for a while, and I have not followed
Right?
a
It's
bit
one
of
of
it.
it's one
Did
of those
you like
games.
Alan Wake?
Yeah.
Then you perhaps you should play
I didn't
Quantum Break.
hate
It's one of
Alan
those.
Wake.
It's like the thing where everyone gets excited for it
Oh,
and
come
they're
on,
pumped and
come
everyone's
on.
talking about it, and then it just goes away,
Don't be like that, Nick.
Yeah.
and no one talks about it again. And that's the
I
worst
still
thing
think
you
they're
can
trying
do
to
with
figure
a
out what they're
game.
doing with it
But
because
that happened a
Probably.
lot with Alan Wake.
It's supposed
Yeah.
to have like time mechanics.
It's a-
No one even
We've
knows.
seen gameplay
The
footage.
developers don't even
No,
know.
they know. What I think is causing them issues is that they pitched this originally as a game that's supposed to go
tie-in with a
hand in
TV
hand with
show.
like a TV show.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they're continuing
Oh,
on with
yeah.
that
And
or
then
probably
they
scrapping it.
saw what happened to
Halo.
fucking-
The Halo
Yeah.
No,
Wait.
the sci-fi one. What the fuck was that even called?
Defiance.
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 Well, I think that dream is just kind of dead.
Probably.
Didn't Microsoft shut down a lot of those programs?
Maybe.
That they were.
Yes, they did. But
working
Quantum
on.
Break looks cool.
Well, it just looks. I mean,
I'd
we have
like to see more.
Yeah.
I did like to see more, but
The moment-to-moment gameplay seems kind of. It reminds me of Alan Wake, where they're doing a lot of cool stuff, but then they, like, oh, it's also a shooter.
but there's gonna be time manipulation in there, and that's cool.
Yeah, that's a cool idea, but I mean, there aren't many games that do it well.
That's what I was going to
Have
say.
you played Singularity, my friend?
Time manipulation is something that's very hard to do in a video
Nick,
game.
I'm not one of the ones to like jump on you and shit on you for liking Singularity, but let's be honest, like that's bullshit.
I know.
Like time manipulation in that game is bullshit.
You know,
Crunchbox, non-Crunchbox.
Yeah.
you do know. That's why
It's like
is
instead
a
of
good
hitting
game.
a button or something, like narratively, they just have you use your little time powers to zap open a door.
Thank you for explaining my
fucking
own joke.
retarded.
Singularity is a good game.
I'm
It is
sorry.
a great game. I
I
didn't
did
say
finish it.
it's great because the
Excuse
time
me.
manipulation is amazing.
R-word.org.
If great means 9.0 or higher, I don't think it's great.
Good. It's a good game.
It is good. All right, Microsoft HoloLens.
It's a great $10 game.
Again, we'll lump that in with Morpheus and Oculus and all that
Yeah.
stuff. There's I know Oculus has a big booth.
Oh, they're gonna, yeah.
The new Rare project. What the fuck is that? That's
Yeah.
been being teased for ages. Is it a new Banjo Kazooie? Probably not.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, now they're making ukulele.
Could you imagine if they announced a new
Dude,
Banjo-Kazooie?
you know what's funny?
Do you know
It's like Ukulele's Kickstarter, which is still going,
Yeah.
ends like because they had a
Right
long
at E3.
Kickstarter. It,
Like
it
48
ends,
days or something, yeah.
It ends like really close to E3's.
Are they
Microsoft
still
press
looking for
conference.
publishers? What if Microsoft's
They
like,
have
you know
plenty
what?
of money.
We'll
Yeah,
take
they
it.
have plenty of it. Or just better yet, how fucking funny would it be if they announced? I mean, how deflating would that be if Microsoft? I mean, you can cough into it, but are you blowing your nose?
No, I was.
Oh.
I told you that this was gonna be.
We're gonna have to burn that pillow.
But yeah, if they announce an
This is
actual
my pillow. I'm
Banjo-Kazooie.
keeping this pillow now.
But
Wait. You never finished your sentence.
is it
Yeah.
Battletoads? What?
If they
you.
wouldn't it be deflating if they announced what?
Oh, the actual Banjo Kazooie.
Like sequel.
You know, and
Yeah.
it looks great.
Banjo 3.
It
Just completely cuts ukulele's legs out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Inside that game looks cool. It's by the Limbo developers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that's
like to
cool.
play some of that.
I'm excited
Hopefully
for
that's
that.
playable.
Yeah, that's
It,
cool.
it looks really good.
I still got a long list. Remember, we got multi-platform, but before, maybe I don't know when we're gonna do a break. But let's move on to Nintendo. We know for a fact, right? Star Fox Wii U is gonna be there.
It's coming out this year.
Yeah, right.
Fucking Nintendo.
It's gotta-
Are they
gotta
gonna
be
show any more Zelda?
No.
No.
They already said they're
They
not showing
said they're
Zelda.
not
Oh,
going
they
to.
didn't say that.
Unless they're lying. But
Well,
Which they
they
could
said
be.
it's
They-
not
they
going to
lie
be.
a lot.
They said it's not going to be at E3, but it could be part of their press conference / Nintendo Direct in some form.
It's possible, yeah.
I mean, that's always a
it
possibility.
really needs to be. It really does, because
What about Star Fox? Is anybody here a big Star Fox fan?
I wouldn't
mean,
say
I
big.
played a lot of
I
Star Fox
remember-
when I was a kid.
I remember loving Star
I
Fox
mean,
64.
It's a rail
but, like,
shooter.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a rail shooter. The fucking sequel, like whatever the one on the GameCube was, but
Yeah. I
and-
mean, I've said it many times. The only like really good game in that series was the one on 64.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
Well, Star Fox Adventures was really cool.
no.
I hope they show. I hope they show Star Fox at the press conference or whatever, and they like blur it out.
Yeah, I
My
remember they did
favorite, my favorite Star Fox game is the secret, like hidden thing in Bayonetta 2. That's my
that. I
favorite
like
Star
that
Fox
outfit.
game.
I don't know why, but for some reason I thought that outfit looked really good on her.
Yeah, it was good.
Maybe I learned something about myself.
You're a furry.
I don't know. I just thought that outfit was done a little bit better than some of the other ones that looked weird. Fire Emblem Cross Shin Megami Tensei. We finally got a
Mildly
trailer
interested
for
in
that.
that, yeah. I want to see more.
Yeah, I'd like to see some actual gameplay for that. Mario Maker. You know, I've been hearing that they've been really developing that game into what we kind of wanted it to be from the beginning.
Like
they're
Big Planet,
Yeah.
but for Mario.
So the game looks great. My only problem is I think that's a very specific game. That game's going to be for a very specific set of people who are going to play it a lot and create amazing levels. But if I were to play it, I'm not really the person who would go in there and develop levels. I would maybe play other people's.
But we know there's sharing,
Yeah.
level sharing.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, I don't know if you've been following it. So not only are they putting in a lot more tile sets, like Super Mario World, Super Mario 3.
Yeah.
It's not just the new and the original, but I believe I heard this somewhere, and someone maybe in chat can confirm. But they're actually making it so the physics are different.
Really?
Based
Like, you
on
can
like
select
Based on the
the
world,
original
the
game's
universe,
tile set,
or-
yeah.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
Which
That's
would be huge
interesting.
because I always thought when I first played that it felt really weird.
Yeah.
But if they do something like that, that could be really fucking cool. I think that game has the potential to really surprise.
Maybe.
Are we going to finally play Devil's Third?
Dude, after watching that last trailer for it, I have zero interest. It looks so bad.
Oh man! So they've actually come out and said that Itagaki's come out and said that after Devil's Third, their future is mobile games.
Oh my god.
Why?
That's like
Pretty
the
much,
worst.
more or less. That's in the
that
news
game
recently.
looks like butt, and why did a game that looks like butt get a cool name?
Yeah.
I mean, that was their.
I mean, it's
listen.
it's
That
better than
game has-
Hellblade,
that
which is
game-
painfully generic.
That's true. That's true.
That game has had a serious. It's been in development hell. It's been in development hell. THQ got shut down. They were the ones publishing it, and then the company that was kind of bankrolling them after that shut down. So Nintendo saving that game is shocking. Maybe it's not going to be great, but maybe it will secretly be cool, even if it's kind of jank. Maybe it'll be cool, like a Suda game, kind of cool. You know what I mean? Xenoblade Chronicles X, which has been out in Japan. For a while, for about the past month, I think.
I am ready for that game.
I'm ready for that.
I'm ready to fucking dust off my Wii U.
I did see. I forgot where I saw it. It was the Destructor or Kotaku. Someone posted
Pull it out of
that they had
mothballs.
been playing Xenoblade Chronicles X for like 23 hours, and they just got a mech.
No. It's more. It's like more like 50 hours.
Wow.
Y'all
More
are
like
okay with
50 hours
this? It's
before-
not, I thought y'all were
wait.
playing this because you want to use
I've
mechs.
never.
Well, I mean,
I've never
first of all,
played
the
any of
world looks
these
amazing.
Xeno games.
Uh-huh.
They use mechs.
This one does.
This one
one,
does.
have you ever seen a trailer talk in your life? Just can you name one that you've
Not
seen?
one that had Xeno anything in it.
Well, Xenogears, Xenosaga, all the Xeno games have been about mechs except Monado, the End of the World, which is what Xenoblade was originally called, even though it's made by the team that made the Xenoblade games. I mean, the Xenogears games.
Dude, what? So they had a series about mechs, and then they made a game that had nothing to do with mechs?
Yeah, well, it kind of did. But you didn't pilot your own mechs.
Then it doesn't have anything to do with mechs.
But this new one
This
does.
new one you do.
Anyways,
And I'm
that sounds
excited
awesome.
for
And
it.
now
Okay.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Yoshi's Woolly World.
I don't know about that game. Like, I kind of like the Yoshi amiibo looks cool. It's yarn. I guess that looks cool.
I'll be honest. There is a certain level of nostalgia that I have for. I forgot which Yoshi. I think it was Yoshi's Island.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's something just.
Yoshi's Island or
There's just
Yoshi's
something adorable
Story.
about that game and charming.
Yeah.
And even if that
for
game
you,
is boring,
I'm sure
or-
you're thinking of Yoshi's Story.
Yoshi's Story. Yes,
The one on the
Yoshi's Story.
64?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one you're thinking of.
I'm
yeah.
just like I don't know. I just want to play a Yoshi game. It's charming.
So I mean, one thing I will say, similar to Kirby, with the clay, the yarn physics, it looks cool. It's a
Yeah.
really cool effect. It's one of those things where it's like, Nintendo does such a lazy job. They're trying to be gimmicky, but then they put out a game that's just like a straight up game that's not good. Looks kind of meh. But this one, the fucking concept behind it, everything's yarn. It looks appealing.
I'm just worried it might be a little too easy and boring. It was kind of my fear what that Kirby game was going to be, but that Kirby game was actually
Well,
a
that's
little
like fucking
challenging.
Yoshi's Island 2. That was a goddamn baby game, and it was
Yeah.
so easy, and I was pissed off.
3. You keep forgetting there was a Yoshi's Island game on the DS that also sucked.
I realized it, but this was called Yoshi's Island 2 or whatever it was called.
most games prefaced with the word Yoshi
but
were not very good.
I beat that game in one sitting, and I was like, "Fuck this!"
I will
game.
be playing
This is
going to
be better than that.
I hope so.
I will be playing this at E3 just out of curiosity, and I hope it's good.
I mean, I played it last E3.
Did I beat it in
and-
one sitting or did I quit? I'm pretty
I
sure
think
I
you
beat
quit.
it. No, I beat it. I saw credits. I saw credits. Fuck that game.
Oh my god! I saw the funniest Hideki Kamiya tweet. Someone said,
Oh,
"You
yeah.
kind of look like Krillin,"
Yeah.
and he was blocked.
Blocked. He
Uh,
does kind
But
of
that
look like
guy
Krillin.
had a point.
Yeah, he does look like Krillin a little bit.
All right, will we see? Oh, Fatal Frame 5. You think that's gonna be on the show floor, playable? Fatal Frame
Maybe.
5?
Dude, I hope so.
Yeah, it'd be
I
nice
think
if it
it'll be
was.
Almost blocked.
That's funny.
Like he was hovering over the block button.
That's pretty funny. Fatal Frame 5. Yeah, I think it'll be there. Like one little
But
kiosk.
But who wants to play that on a show floor?
Yeah.
it's terrible.
Will we see?
We already know how it's gonna play.
Will we
Scary.
see teased or shown or some sort of? Will we see a new Metroid game? Metroid.
No.
Will it happen?
It would be
Is
nice if
there a
we
reason
did.
to expect it?
Other than it's been too long, no.
I think with the way you look at the projects that they're working on, you look at the projects that they're working on, the ones that are coming out, the ones that are announced, the ones that you're kind of expecting. First of all, something with Mario's got to be there besides Mario Maker. But secondly, I don't think it's out of question to expect like maybe some sort of side-scrolling or 2.5 Metroid game on the 3DS.
That'd be cool.
I would like that.
Yeah.
That could potentially be really good. Yeah.
You know, I don't know who makes it.
I really hope they don't do a first-person thing like they did with
God.
what was the
Metroid Prime Hunters.
Hunters.
yeah.
Oh my god, I hated that.
Oh,
It was
don't do
so
that.
bad.
Don't do that.
I really hope they don't do something
do
like
that.
that. Yeah.
Don't do that.
You
Don't
gotta
do that
use
again.
the stylus to
Oh
aim
my
and
God.
shoot.
Oh my
Like, holy fuck.
Hey, you didn't bring up Kingdom Hearts during.
No, I
Sony.
mean, that's again.
Oh, it's multi-platform,
Yeah,
isn't
multi-platform.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot that
Don't
was.
blow your load.
I forgot that went
We
multi-platform.
got another Wii U game, Pokken Tournament.
I don't know.
The Pokemon
I'm
Tekken.
not
Yeah.
a big fighter.
There's a lot of gameplay
player.
footage out there that I always kind of wanted to put in trailer talk, but it's always like 8 minutes long, so I never did it. But you know, I think that game's out in arcades or something like that. But it's a Pokemon fighting game. I mean, I'll probably play that sooner than an actual Pokemon game.
Makes an odd bit of sense.
So since multi-platform is the longest list, let me really quick go through
Wait.
before we go to break.
I was gonna say let's take a break and then do multi-platform. when we
I know,
get
but
back.
we're not on multi-platform.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
What I'm going to say, let me briefly mention some of these 3DS games and these PC potential games, and then we'll do multi-platform because that's the really long list. But let's go real quick. Bravely Second, it'll probably be there. Fire
Yeah.
Emblem, if they might have like a Japanese version there. Monster Hunter X just got announced.
Meh.
Hey, what is Fire
Wait,
Emblem if?
what?
That's the new real Fire Emblem.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
about this Monster Hunter X. What is this?
It's a 3DS Monster Hunter game.
Again?
Another one.
Again, that's the one that sells. It's the only thing that sells in
It's the only
Japan.
thing that sells in Japan, man.
Project X Zone 2. Okay, PC. XCOM 2 just got announced.
Dude, that fucking
so
trailer.
excited.
Huh? That fucking trailer.
I haven't watched it yet.
Dude, it was good.
Why is it PC fucking exclusive?
I don't know.
Because
of
it's
Firaxis.
Firaxis, and
Yeah.
because that
Dude,
XCOM
the-
game probably didn't sell that well.
The console version of the last one was great.
It was,
fine.
but it
You're
probably
right.
didn't sell enough for them.
You're right.
That's the thing. It
Justify.
doesn't. Yeah.
Do you know why?
Just a little bummed.
Because XCOM sold well on PC
Yep.
and on mobile.
Yep.
Probably didn't sell that well on console.
Whatever, I'll still play it. I'm just.
But
I
this
was just
time
bummed.
you're not. You're the invader.
You got a mobile phase?
You're the invader this time.
They're snake people.
They built a helicarrier. and
They're
called it
swords.
Melee with swords.
Swords.
He fucking
Yeah,
chopped the
yeah. There was
guy.
a dude with a fucking katana. It was badass.
So Chris Davis has never played Enemy Within. He's never played XCOM Enemy
that's
Within.
terrible because
there was stealth
Enemy Within
gameplay
is-
in XCOM Enemy Within.
Yep.
I recommend playing that since you've clearly not played it because that's an excellent expansion.
You can totally go stealth, or you can just roll a bunch of fucking mechs,
Mechs.
which is
Yeah, which is cool, too.
amazing.
Okay, sorry, I'm excited. It's coming out in November.
Right?
Have you contacted the PR person?
What a
yet?
fucking surprise. That's right. No, I didn't do that yet, but I will. That's right, I forgot.
We'll get an appointment.
Yes. Left 4 Dead 3. Now this has been like, I mean, this
This has been in talks for a
There's
long
always, like,
time.
rumors
Not just
There's
popping
always
up.
More
rumors.
than rumors,
There's people
I mean-
in fucking Valve Studios and seeing like Left 4 Dead 3 on someone's email.
I think they do that on purpose. I think they just fuck with people.
Maybe.
Here's the reality, though. Like, there is a PC only press conference at this E3.
Really?
Yes,
It's
it is.
a streamed one, right?
No, it is. It is one you can go to.
Huh.
Oh.
It is in LA.
What day is
A
that?
PC press conference. It is Tuesday, I think.
That's
I think it's
day
Tu-
of the show floor.
I think it's Tuesday evening.
Oh,
It's a PC press
Maybe-
conference that you're probably going to see like some XCOM 2 gameplay or something. Like they're not going to have this press conference if 3 hours long.
Oh God.
It's
that is
sponsored
fucking
by
long.
How are we
NVIDIA
ever going to record a
or AMD.
podcast on that Tuesday night if there's a fucking PC press
I don't
conference
know.
that's 3 hours
I don't
long?
know. But I mean, this could be a place where Valve walks out and says, "Boom, Half-Life 3." I mean, maybe not, but I'm saying
Dude, could you imagine if they announced...
Blizzard is going to be there for sure.
Like-
Society collapse.
Valve is so good at keeping things on the low.
It's because they don't say they don't ever say anything.
But it's
Valve is a really weird company.
Nothing gets leaked. Like, what do they do to their employees?
There's
That,
there's no
They
hierarchy
pay them
there.
well.
I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
they everybody nobody's in charge of anybody else, and everyone's is rich as shit. What was I gonna say? Oh, I was thinking of like, you know how people like Valve like, can't believe you don't make Half-Life 3. It's so weird. It's like if I like made a song back in the day that people really liked, and I made $50 selling that song, and then later I made an entire record company and I made billions of dollars, and people keep asking me, why don't you make another song, man? That was good. It's just like Valve is so much bigger than Half-Life now.
Yeah, they are.
It's so much bigger.
I think it's one of those things where they don't want to make it because what if it sucks?
Well, they're just gonna wait until it
It's
it
not
for
gonna
sure
suck.
doesn't
Yeah,
suck.
that's true. 'Cause they have all the time in the world.
They're just
They
afraid
don't-
of releasing it around Doom.
They're just waiting on a really really good idea.
I see what you did there.
They're just waiting on a really good idea.
All right.
Although I still think the most baller thing in the world, I have a couple more. The most baller thing in the world would be to do Half-Life 2 Episode 3 running in the Source Engine.
Oh my god,
That would be the best. It'd be the best.
that'd be good. Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Fortnite is on here. I told you
Oh,
everything's on
there
here.
you
Overwatch, that's that Blizzard shooter,
Yeah.
arena shooter. Ronin. What's that? Oh, that's that.
yeah.
That Mark of the
Yeah.
Ninja.
Kid
knockoff.
looks like
Mark of the Ninja ripoff. Yeah.
Oculus Rift, Valve's VR headset, which I hear is really good. The Banner Saga 2. I have an appointment to see that.
Brad-
You do have an
excited for
appointment
that
to see
one.
that,
Probably
Brad.
pretty similar to the Banner Saga.
Probably.
Yeah, Total War Warhammer.
Carlos made me sad.
They're making a Warhammer Total War game. And that's it for PC. The next is a long list of multi-platform, which we will do after the break.
Exactly. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will go through the multi-platform games that we are anticipating will be at E3, which will be at in about 2 weeks. And during the break, we're going to make a announcement. It should be cool. Hope you enjoy it. And I guess don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Oh, and if you're listening to the audio podcast, you can find the announcement on the front page of 4playernetwork.com.
Later. Hey, is David here yet? Oh, wait, the mics.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I'm Nicholas Henderson from 4Player Network. As you may already know, earlier this year we launched the official 4Player Network Patreon campaign. Since then, we've been humbled and overwhelmed by the outpouring of support from you, our beloved community. Your generosity has enabled us to maintain a proud tradition of refined, cultured entertainment, which you have naturally come to expect from 4Player Network, including such classic moments as
Somehow I make a man out of you.
That's the new Batman. Divergence. That guy right there.
Is that Thanos?
That no. Yes.
They're scary enough without the fucking notes.
X your way to the top, Brad.
We've come a very long way in these past several months thanks to your combined philanthropy, and there is still so much more for us to achieve. So in the spirit of gratitude and continued growth, we are proud to announce our first annual Patron Week. During the week of June 7th, we will be hosting special events and releasing special Patron Week content to the public, including Let's Play videos, special vlogs, E3-themed top 5 videos, dinner time podcasts, a popcorn cast 65 million years in the making, a board game night, and all of it kicking off with our very first mini Project M featuring Resident Evil 2. For more details about our Patreon and information about Patron Week, please visit 4playernetwork.com and stay tuned to 4pp.tv for all the fun, festivities, and frivolity.
Nick, what the fuck? It's 3 o'clock. Go home.
welcome back to the show, guys. I hope you guys liked the video. There was an issue with lip syncing in the video during the stream, but that's not the way it is on the YouTube video, so I apologize for that. But the video itself is out on YouTube.
Hold on.
What?
Why are you announcing that on the podcast?
Announcing what?
We said we're back, and the fact that something that happened live, I don't think we need to talk about that on the podcast.
Oh, well, I mean, if
Well,
you're listening to the audio, you can find the video I'm referring to on the front page of 4playernetwork.com.
Yeah.
Boom! We announced Patron Week, which is something we're doing to show appreciation for everything that has been done for us thus far in our Patreon campaign, build awareness, and hopefully help us reach some additional milestones. But we're going to be doing. We're going to be giving away some exclusive content that we've done already in the past for patrons, and doing some special events throughout the week of June 7th and June 13th, kind of showing off some of the stuff that we have done and we've achieved thanks to our patrons. So
Leading into E3. So starting this Sunday, we're going to kick things off with our first mini Project M. Brad and I are going to be having a little mini race through Resident Evil 2. One of us is going to be Leon and one of us is going to be Claire. I'll be Claire.
Brad's going to be Claire. And then we're going to be doing a board game night next Tuesday in place of the normal podcast. There's a bunch of stuff going on. So if you're interested to find out what that means, please head on over to 4playernetwork.com. Check out the post. It'll have some of the details, and we'll be updating the calendar with specific times once we have decided upon those.
Carlos announced in chat also he will be doing a second date night sometime soon, which I don't know how.
I don't know how it's going to work.
Same game.
Maybe he'll just watch TV in Grand Theft Auto or something.
That's some classic
Dude,
television,
there's
too.
some pretty good TV in that. There's like an anime. Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a good idea. That is a good idea. So anyways, let's get started. We're when we left off, we had gone through all the first-party titles that are either confirmed or rumored to be at E3. So now we're going to go through Brad's list of multiplayer game, or sorry,
Multiplayer games, that's not it at all.
Multi-platform. Sorry, I misspoke.
Okay, well, this is a lengthy list, but let's start from the top. We are probably going to see what's new with Mass Effect
Oh, yeah, probably.
this year,
At the EA
I
conference,
don't know
probably,
too much
right?
about it, but yeah.
right? I mean, they were teasing it last year, and
Maybe this one will have 4 endings.
I mean, BioWare has to be working on something.
Yeah, it's true.
Fuck.
E3, they have their own press conference.
I'm
That's
pretty
the
sure
time
they're
to do it.
spending plenty of time on the multiplayer.
Is it going to be the Dragon Age Inquisition of
Ugh.
Mass Effect?
They suggested that that's kind of the route they're going.
Ugh.
You like games?
I do, but now that I played The Witcher, I don't like it
I
as
know,
much.
right?
Now that
It's
I
so-
realize the games can be better than that, like,
Yeah.
BioWare still does great party members better than
They
any
do.
other RPG.
They do.
So.
But
I was daydreaming.
I don't care. I don't care
The
if I have
perfect
like the coolest party in the world. Like a fetch quest is still a fucking fetch.
Okay, so what if you have, the side quest design, the story presentation of The Witcher, with like the party characters of BioWare game,
It's never
with
gonna happen.
all the combat and skills of Dragon's Dogma just
my
kind of
God.
dropped
It's
in
never
there.
gonna happen.
Oh my god.
And then
Why
you have
would
the
you even-
you
why
have
would
the
you even
loot
try
of
it?
Diablo.
Ugh.
I mean, we know
Why
what
do you
makes the
hurt
best
my
game.
heart?
It'd be great if I walked out my front door in the morning and tripped over a bag full of money too. But it's not gonna happen.
Um,
I hope it happens to you.
we are
tomorrow.
going to see Fallout 4 in a couple weeks.
We're gonna see
We're gonna-
Fallout
we're
4
gonna-
tomorrow.
They're gonna. I'm guessing tomorrow will be a
tomorrow.
reveal of the cinematic trailer.
Yeah,
and
the
then
initial
E3 will
cinematic.
be the gameplay demonstration. I'm not sure which press conference we're gonna see. Oh, Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda's
I
the
keep
only
forgetting
one to see
Bethesda's
that.
doing their own conference this
Yeah.
year.
Fallout 4.
Boston.
Is it true that
Is it
this
Boston?
is gonna be?
Is it looking like it's gonna be Boston?
I'm
Well,
pretty sure it's
that's-
confirmed. It's
That's
Boston.
what all the rumors were because they were doing like casting calls.
But as
in
anything
Boston.
as of today, so they posted a website today that's basically, or they updated the website today
Yeah.
to say please stand by or
Correct.
That's Sekui has a point. Fallout 4 is just going to be Skyrim with guns.
So that's my thing. It's like we were talking about this
Shut
before
up!
the show.
Just shut up!
I really hope I was really hoping they'd do a new engine. I know it's not likely, but I really hope it's not just like Skyrim. With
Well, you know
guns.
what?
That's
You know
I'm
why
really
I'm
hoping
kind
it's
of
not.
keeping my excitement for Fallout 4 in check, and this is maybe a little vain of me, but like
It's because
I
it's
feel
cross-gen.
no, I feel like it's hard to get really
that's-
excited for these games because these games show their age faster than almost any other game.
That's the thing is even though they show their age, they're easy to go, like Fallout 3 is so easy to go back and play. That is such a goddamn
Yeah.
good game.
Yeah, it's so much
And
fun.
so, and it does worry me that it is cross-platform. meaning previous gen and current gen, which kind of doesn't give me high hopes for its quality.
Wait,
Time
Fallout
for
4 is
us
going to
to
be...
take those
Yeah.
360 and
So-
PS3 lollygaggers and just cut them off.
Wait, they already said Fallout 4 is going to be cross-platform?
The source, the page source,
The view source, yeah.
has information that alludes to
That's not
cross-platform.
good at all.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
No.
It's not
But
good,
how many
guys.
games have been announced for... remember Dying Light was announced as
Yeah.
cross-platform,
Yeah,
and they just
that's
scrapped
true.
that before it
And I
launched?
hope-
There was supposed to be a current gen version of Mortal Kombat X that came out
And
today that got pushed.
I hope that is
That's
the
not
case
coming out.
because I don't want them to be limited by trying to accommodate the PS3.
I feel like they
and
do that to get people on older platforms excited, and then they cancel it, and they know they're going to
The
cancel
old
it.
bait and switch.
The old bait and switch, and then people
Yeah.
are like, "Oh man, I really wanted to play that. I guess I have to get a PS4 now." Which, if that is the case, that's really shady. But
I think we should just be happy that it's a new Bethesda game because when they make their
They're
games,
always good.
They're always cool.
What's the last Bethesda game that came out and we didn't all spend, 60, 70, 80, 100 hours on it?
well, Dishonored,
technically,
but that's
Dishonored,
because that
yeah.
game's not really that long.
Well,
but hey,
yeah, but it was a good game.
Yeah,
very much so.
that's true.
Okay,
I meant which open world RPG have
Yeah.
they put out?
let's kill my stiffy a little bit with Tom Clancy's The Division.
Hey, that's gonna be playable.
Yeah,
I'm sure it
y'all
is.
will play
That's
it, yeah.
confirmed. It'll be playable at Ubisoft's.
I'm still hit and miss. I don't know how they can seamlessly do he's controlling the tablet and he's like that shit that they talked
I
about
don't
that
know.
your friend can play on a tablet and help you out and whatnot.
I am willing to give them the benefit of the doubt until I play it.
Granted,
Because
I will say that Watch Dogs kind of did that with the multiplayer, where I played a little bit of it, where it was a person in the game driving around the city, and you were on your phone controlling the CTOS trying to stop them.
Yeah.
So you were setting off traps and stuff inside.
I
the
like
game.
that.
So I mean, I could potentially see how that might work. When they first announced it, I was thinking of something like, oh, you're seeing. A very visual representation of what's going on. But if they were to do it to somewhere where you see like a map with dots on it or something like that, like red dots for enemy and blue dots for your friend, I could see that being easily.
here's one
doable.
thing: I have a feeling when we do see this game at E3, it's going to look a little different than what we've seen.
well, yeah.
Maybe. I'll tell you what isn't going to look a little different. Another year, another 10-minute demonstration of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it is the one I've been waiting for. So
But you know
It's
it's
the
not
one Nick's
gonna be-
excited for.
You know, it's not going to be focusing on that mobile app because they're not doing one.
that's good.
So
I don't
That's
want,
true.
that gives me hope.
I didn't want a mobile app.
Yeah,
Remember that one time they showed a mobile app and it was broken at the
Yeah.
Yeah.
convention?
Horse and carriage that takes damage as you hit shit.
So here's one that just today rumors started floating around over on NeoGAF.
Running into shit.
There's rumors that we might see at E3 Dark Souls 3.
All right, 1 second. I said this to you a week ago in Hip Chat, and you told me I was wrong.
I told you it's not likely.
Well,
and it still
I have-
seems really unlikely.
It seems odd.
So am I allowed to talk? I mean, am I allowed to talk about the email I got from Namco? I mean, they didn't
don't,
say in
Don't
the
do it
email.
on the podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
I talked a little bit about it live, but let's not have any
I'm just
official
saying,
record out there.
No. I'm just saying, like, they've sent out their press emails, and it's they say they seem to be convinced that they have something pretty big.
So
And I'm just trying to think of what it could possibly
Chris
be.
Davis is thinking it's Soul Calibur.
But what they're saying, like
Just
what
not
they're
Soul
talking
Calibur.
about doing for this big game at E3 does not seem like
But
it's
we're not-
warranted by Soul Calibur.
But we're not sure that is Dark Souls 3 either.
No,
right?
we're not sure. But
Well,
like,
Are they annualizing Souls games? Is this okay?
No, they're not. No, they're not. Because we talked about this before. Like when they announced Dark Souls 2, it was still another 2 years before that came out, wasn't it? Because that was VGA's like 2000.
I know, but now they're officially working with two teams. Two
like the Assassin's Creed thing
Yeah.
where they come out once a year, but one team's working on it for 2 years, whatever.
Treyarch and
but the
but
rumor-
this is like Miyazaki is heading this one, and he just got out.
is he
from
heading it,
Bloodborne.
or is it in name only?
To
avoid
we
the
don't
Team
know.
B bullshit
The
that plagued-
rumors that we're hearing are he is heading it.
Okay, well, if he is heading it, there's no way we're playing it at E3 because that
No,
doesn't
no,
make sense.
no one said
it's
we're
probably
playing
just
it.
gonna be a fucking,
They're saying that it's going to be an announcement.
like a cinematic trailer.
Yeah, but
I will say this.
Well, that email we got says playable.
no, the email we
We don't
got
know
says
what it
there's
is.
a 1 hour theater presentation. 1 hour.
But
1 hour.
okay.
Nobody wants to watch Soul Calibur for 1 hour.
No, it's I swear to God, it's not Soul Calibur.
I know.
Okay.
But I will say this: if the rumor is true, the rumor is that it's being directed by Miyazaki, who just finished directing Bloodborne. So it seems to me like if they're going to show off Dark Souls 3, it's going to be a cinematic trailer, proof of concept type of thing, and now he's switching over, he's transitioning
But I
from
mean,
Bloodborne to
are
this.
we going to be playing Dark Souls 3 next March?
No, I don't think so.
No way.
Maybe.
I think it'll be playable next E3.
I mean,
Who knows? Who
I
the fuck
am
knows?
99.9% positive it's going to be Dark Souls 3 at the show floor. As far as when the date of it is, I don't know.
You're 99.9% positive?
that's
Yep.
pretty sure. Let's move on to the next
That's
game.
effectively 100%.
It is.
We
That's
will
not-
probably.
How many hot dogs do you want to bet, Nick?
I don't want to bet hot dogs anymore because Chai is talking about busting out hot dogs at E3.
We will probably be playing some Star Wars Battlefront.
Oh, I wish I could play that.
definitely playing some Star
I'm
Wars
excited for
Battlefront.
that.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
I mean, we know what it is.
Yeah, we do. It's unrealistic AT-ATs in a forest.
Are we going to
Does
Why
see?
you
Makes
gotta
sense.
poo-poo on the parade?
It doesn't make
Nolan?
any fucking
Dude,
sense.
if they-
That
if
is
they
not the
knock down
terrain
trees-
for
If they
AT-ATs.
knock down trees while they're walking, would it be more acceptable?
It would be, but I don't think an AT-AT
It's an all-terrain armored transport.
would have
All
the power.
terrain, Nolan. All terrain. Just because you've only seen it at
A
Hawk.
tree is not terrain.
Wow.
Wait,
Forest is
What does ATST stand for?
scout transport.
Scout transport. Apparently.
And then there's an ATPT, like from the
All-terrain
the
poop transport.
poop transport. Yeah,
That's
it
where they
was-
transport the
It
poop.
was the Imperial Sewage Division.
Yeah.
Chris Davis is typing out allusions to Team Bondi's spiritual sequel to L.A. Noire, which was called The Horror of the Orient.
Didn't
That
that
is not
die?
going to be there
Yeah.
because
that
I don't
game
think
die?
that game is going to exist ever.
A game called The Horror of the Orient probably shouldn't exist.
The horror of the
Well, they changed the name before they killed it, didn't they?
Yeah. Oh, no.
There was another name.
Hey guys,
What's up?
Arcane
Is working on something.
is working on something, probably a new Dishonored.
Yeah.
Are we going to
No,
see
that's
that
good.
tease
I'm-
at the
I'm pretty-
Bethesda press
I'm
conference?
pretty sure Arcane's
Dude,
working
I don't
on
even
Prey
think.
2.
I think it's been long enough. That's not even going to be a tease. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a gameplay.
I don't know.
Demonstration, and then it'll be on the show
I thought I
floor.
saw like Sean Elliott or somebody else from Arcane saying
just ask
that
Sean
they
Elliott.
might not quite be ready.
He's like 30 miles from us right now. We should find him.
That's creepy.
There's a lot of people 30 miles from us.
Someone's going to tweet that at Sean Elliott.
He would. Carlos just fucking tweet some food at him, and when he responds, just ask him about the game.
J52 brings up a good point. Whatever happened to Agent?
Dude, Agent's dead.
Okay, hold
I saw
on,
that. That was
hold
also
on.
at the first
Easy,
E3 I
buddy.
ever went to.
Easy, buddy. We got a long list
Is that
here.
on the list?
Easy, buddy.
How about we go with
We
chat's,
definitely talked about Agent today.
How about we go with chat suggestions of what we missed after we've gone
yes,
through the list?
Yes.
Okay.
Battleborn's probably going to be there.
Probably.
At the Bethesda press conference. Are we going to see Visceral's Star Wars game?
I fucking hope so because this is something I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
Very, very excited.
we don't know what it is.
I mean, I'll be
though.
excited when I
No,
know
but
what
it's
it
fucking
is.
Visceral that made
What
Dead
if
Space.
it's an RTS?
It's fucking Visceral. I don't think they're making an RTS. It could be.
They made a God
It
of
could
War
be.
clone.
They could make whatever they want to make.
What Amy Hennig's working on?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Amy Hennig would not be working on RTS.
That's the most exciting thing about it for me.
Well,
yeah.
that's all there is to it.
Yeah, we don't know much about it or anything. Mirror's Edge 2.
I think it's going to be there.
I don't think it'll be playable.
It might be.
I'm thinking maybe we'll get a gameplay demonstration at the conference.
Yeah, that's
for
the most
sure.
likely scenario.
For sure.
But you know, there's definitely been games where we're like, we're not going to see it playable.
Dude,
and it
that
is.
first video we saw at E3, was that last year or the year
2
before?
years ago.
That first video, oh man, maybe they will show it. That first video we showed,
think
they
so.
confirmed was literally like the proof of concept video that they put together
Correct.
to
It
show
looked
to
like
EA.
it.
It's
But
like,
then the last time we saw it, they showed the trailer. Obviously, it was a cinematic trailer, and they said, coming out when it's ready.
well, no, that's what I'm talking about. That cinematic
That
trailer.
wasn't 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years. That was not last year's E3.
Fuck you.
No, it
Last
wasn't.
year,
I remember because
last
I was.
year's E3 had. That was when EA was just showing all the.
I remember because-
the video diary stuff.
Two
of all
things. When we saw Mirror's Edge 2, that video, we saw Battlefield 4 demonstration where the building fell over, and I was sitting down, and last year's EA press conference, I was standing
It
up.
was the same.
because of that.
It was the same press conference when they announced Plants vs Zombies: Garden Warfare.
Yes.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
That's a weird thing to remember.
Yeah.
Right? Fuck
I
that
just
guy.
remember them opening with that.
Okay, new Hitman game. We know IO Interactive's working on one. Square Enix does have an actual press conference, but the thing is,
And And today, I think it was today or yesterday, they confirmed that Square Enix has a secret title, AAA title, that they have not revealed yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But the thing is, there are a lot of known quantities for Square Enix, like Tomb Raider, like Deus Ex, like Final Fantasy 15, like Kingdom Hearts. Like, they have a lot of stuff to show. So maybe another big game like Hitman might not be worth it yet.
If they could make a fucking good Hitman game.
I have
They're
faith in
capable.
them.
They said they
I do.
heard all of our criticisms from.
That's
They
what they
did say
they
that.
claim that. They
Solution.
claim that.
I
Hey,
think
but-
we might have to wait a little bit on that one.
They were like, we thought it was
But
pretty good.
they confirmed they have an unannounced AAA title. That means it's not Deus Ex, it's not Tomb Raider, it's not Final Fantasy, it's not Kingdom Hearts, because all of those are not secret. They're announced.
All right. Here's another one that I'm so confident we're going to see some cinematic trailer for that I will bet all of you hot dogs we will see something related to Watch Dogs at the Ubisoft press conference.
Watch Cats. Watch Cats.
No, yeah, we'll get a new Watch Dogs.
Doesn't make sense, but I'd be okay with that.
that.
I'll be honest, I liked Watch Dogs enough to be okay with
Yeah, I
that.
mean, if they have more multiplayer like they had in Watch Dogs, I'll definitely
What
play
if
it.
they do Watch Dogs, but it's set like in the Renaissance?
Like, what does that even mean?
That's fucking weird, Crispy.
Will we see Half-Life 3?
No.
No.
Okay.
Like people in chat earlier were talking about like, oh, we'll see Half-Life 3 before we see Half-Life 3 before we see Left 4 Dead 3. I don't think that's the case at all.
No.
I think we'll definitely see Left 4 Dead 3
Yes.
first.
Remember when Left 4 Dead 2 came out a year after
Well, it was
Left
like
4
less
Dead
than a
1?
year. It was like 11 months.
Oh, that's crazy. Fucking Valve.
But Left 4Dead 2 was really good.
It was fucking great. All right, here's another one. Do you think the little RPG the little JRPG that built such a huge following that is now, they're the makers of every young person's favorite JRPG of all time. My question for you is, do you think we will see a demonstration of Persona 5 at the Sony press conference?
Yes.
The little JRPG
I think we will.
series
and I am really excited for that game.
I think there's a really good chance we will.
Isn't it crazy like how far that series has gone that I think it's now big enough to where you could see it at a Sony press conference?
Yeah, no,
Which is crazy.
definitely.
In America. That's crazy.
Is
That's
that
crazy.
Well, I think it's one of those
everyone but
situations.
me plays that game.
I think it's
No, that's what I'm saying. But that series used to be no one played.
Well, I think America, with the help of the internet, is opening their eyes to a lot of Eastern games that would have never been released here before. And it's one of those situations where sometimes, developers put out a game and it just shit in the East, but sells great over here. I think it's one of those situations where, like, Americans like more games than people. We don't just like first-person shooters and, like, Western-developed games. So, I mean, I think there's definitely a huge potential for
It's big. It's big.
Persona,
now.
yeah.
Like, remember, Persona 4 was PS2.
Yep.
There was no PS3 Persona game.
Nope.
Now this one is coming to PS3 also, but it's also coming to PS4.
Yeah.
Batman Arkham Knight. I don't know why that's on here because
That
that's
comes
going
out.
to be
That
out.
comes out the week after.
Yeah.
It comes out like the day we come back.
Yeah.
They'll be showing it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's somewhere. They will probably have
It'll be on the show floor.
Yeah.
Here's one. What is Crossing Souls? Devolver Digital. What is that? Crossing Souls.
I know Devolver Digital. I didn't know they were working on a game called Crossing Souls,
I don't know
though.
what that is. All right, we'll skip it. Need for Speed No Limits. Okay, somebody cares about that.
Yeah.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
That'll be there. In some,
Yeah, it'll definitely
that'll
be
be at the
Square Enix
Square
press
Enix
conference, of course. Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition.
Meh.
Could be cool.
Y'all should be pumped.
I don't have time.
Soma, we know that's going to be there.
Yeah.
We do know
that'll
that's
be
gonna be there. In fact, they have already sent us an email about it, so it is definitely going to be there.
Doom 4.
I heard that game's not that good. Not
cares?
excited
Who
for
cares?
it.
Moving on.
Original Doom is best.
Just kidding. I'm very excited for Doom. I am very excited.
All you got.
I'm very excited for Doom.
Do we ever get a hold of Bethesda?
I have a contact. I just haven't had a chance to email them yet. Well, yes, actually, never mind. I have spoken to a yes. I'll talk to you about it after the show.
Okay. Oh, you did about the.
Yes.
Okay. Just Cause 3. Do you think that would be playable?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, yeah, it's coming out
That'd
this
be
year,
cool.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. It's coming out this year.
Yeah.
And Mad
It's like
Max?
November or
I don't
something.
know, why not?
Dude, there's too many games coming out
Dude,
this
Mad
year.
Max is gonna
Why
tank, so-
do so many games have to come out?
Just Cause 3. I hope it's playable. Guitar Hero Live. Who
Who
cares?
cares?
Mad Max.
I'd like to see
I
it.
do want to get my hands on Mad Max.
I want you
we
to
know
get your
that's gonna
hands
be
on
there.
it, and I want you to tell me it's good. That's what I want from you.
There's a lot of mediocre
He's not
previews.
That is what you
Mediocre.
two have to play
Hey,
it.
just
this
let it
wouldn't
go.
be this wouldn't
let
be
it
the
go,
last
Alan.
time that our
Just let it go.
opinions have differed from other critics. So why does that be? I don't know. I'm going in. I'm still going off based on what I saw a couple years ago. I thought it looked great, but who
I
knows?
remember a couple of years ago when I was like, "This looks fine," but I kind of wish we had a Just Cause game instead.
I remember you
'Cause
saying that.
It doesn't seem crazy enough. But now we all saw this Mad Max movie. We're all amped,
Yep.
and to see these previews going mediocre. I mean,
It sucks.
it's kind of a bummer, but
Frustrating.
we'll see. Rock Band 4, I'm sure will be there. Homefront 2, does that still exist?
Yeah, Homefront 2 was at E3 last year, and it looked like bud.
Who
Yep.
cares?
But that's being developed by Crytek. That game has I think it's going through some development hell.
Where's Crytek based out of?
Europe.
Europe. Oh, is Europe?
Crytek HQ.
Okay, maybe I'm thinking of someone else.
I think they're in Canada. I could be
Europe
wrong.
or Canada, same difference.
Oh, it transferred developers. Who did it transfer to? That's
Crytek.
probably
Crytek has it now.
no. It was not Crytek. It started with Crytek and was transferred to someone else apparently.
Eh?
Chris Davis has not yet told us.
Started with THQ.
Did
All
you say
right.
Deep Butt?
Harvest
Dam
Moon
Buster
game.
Studios
Who the fuck is Dan?
from
Buster?
Deep Silver.
What is
Oh.
Hollow Point? Just Add Water? A new Oddworld game, maybe?
Oh, didn't they say that they were re-releasing?
Abe's Exodus. I think.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Okay, Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Will we be playing that?
I think so.
Guys, I'm comfortable. enough.
Konami does have a booth.
I'm kind of comfortable enough
Konami
just not
spits
playing
in your
that at
face as you
E3.
enter.
Oh my god.
Metal Gear Solid 5?
I mean,
Are you because you're mad at them?
no, because
You're afraid you're gonna knock down
because
their
I'm
booth?
gonna play it on day one. I'm gonna fucking love it. I don't need to play it to.
I'm gonna
don't
say
You
know.
don't need to waste your precious E3 time.
Well, I don't know
will
if I want to wait like 2 or 3 fucking hours to play a game that I already know I'm gonna love.
you know I'm gonna say this now that whatever Konami has always had like the shittiest, rudest PR people.
Right? Right?
So fuck
Yes, you
Konami.
can say that now. We can
Well,
officially say that.
I think I said that before
Oh.
too. But
Well, now
It's
you-
always been the case.
that
Is it always the same agency that does PR for
Can we
them?
make
Yeah.
a booth award for douchebag?
Like worst publisher, worst developer,
let
publisher, not developer. The developer is good.
Lego Dimensions?
That's-
Minecraft Story Mode.
Oh my god.
I hope that's good.
Really?
I've been
You don't
really,
care about Minecraft though.
Dude, I've been really loving Borderlands the pre-sequel, and I don't give a shit about Borderlands.
Whatever. That's because it's like fucking Firefly and Cowboy Bebop or whatever the fuck. But Minecraft is fucking Minecraft. What
That's
yeah, but
Rogue
it's fucking
Galaxy.
Minecraft,
That's
which means basically
Firefly and Cowboy Bebop.
and this new Borderlands.
it's a blank slate.
Really?
They can
Focus,
they can do
people,
whatever they
focus.
want.
All right, focus. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Brad, I think this would be the 4th E3 in which I've
Fourth?
set.
Fourth?
Okay, no. Well,
Fourth? 2008.
I'm specifically referring to the.
2008.
No, I'm specifically referring to the E3s that we've been to, and I've turned and looked at you, and you've been sitting there thinking that the next thing that Ubisoft's about to talk about is Beyond Good and Evil,
And then
I've
it's
seen
just
you-
more Rayman raving.
Do you remember the time?
rabbits.
Do you remember the time you
The
thought it was
Michelle
going to be?
Ancel.
Yeah.
They had it up on the prompter.
Oh my
And I was
God.
like, the new game from Michelle Ancel. And I lost my shit.
Yep.
Yes, he
And
did.
it was Rayman Origins.
Yep.
And then shortly thereafter, it was a bunch of kids running up and down the aisles with laser guns.
Oh my god. But speaking of which, what's her name is back for the Ubisoft press conference. Which
Yeah.
is good. Star Ocean, the new Star Ocean game's probably going to be there, maybe. Probably not, actually. Enter the Gungeon, and I mean,
Yes,
probably-
I'm
That
very
game
excited
was
for that
fun.
game.
Yeah.
I loved what I played of it, and I am excited for that game.
Isn't that like that's coming out really soon though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think so.
No
yeah.
Man's Sky.
Yeah.
That'll be there.
That's
Isn't
not a
even a
game.
game.
Nope.
It's gonna be so disappointing. I can't wait.
The only reason people say that is because these are the people who made Joe Danger. 4 people made Joe Danger.
Joe Danger was a pretty good game.
4 people made.
That was what started all of this, and that's why people still act like that. Because 4 people don't make the biggest game ever.
Dude.
Sorry. All right, Destiny expansion. What? Who cares?
How did this get on here?
Yeah.
Telltale's Marvel project.
Wait, what?
Crispy.
They're making a Marvel
Yeah.
project?
There's a
Dude, of
Telltale
course
series
they are.
based on Marvel.
What are they?
I
what
have
have they
no
not
prior
making?
knowledge of this, and I'm
Really?
not surprised at all.
Watch.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Telltale presents The Last Guardian.
It's
I heard this joke on another podcast, but it's like, it's like these days, like it's like you don't even have a Telltale series.
Yeah, right?
Like all
That's
the
like,
big properties.
You've made it.
You've made it.
Telltale's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 5, I'm sure will be there and playable. Kingdom Hearts 3, will we see more of this?
I definitely think I don't think it's gonna be playable. I think there's definitely gonna be gameplay shown though.
Yeah, I think so. I hope so. Call of Duty Black Ops 3, what?
Going back to Kingdom Hearts real quick. I remember when they showed off the HD remake, and it was behind closed doors, and they would let you watch someone play it. It was like a one-on-one thing.
Wait, which game is this?
Kingdom Hearts HD release.
Oh.
It was like they would
Yeah.
sit you down.
That was in the same room where we played at Metro.
Metro, yeah.
Yeah.
But they would sit you down and they would let you watch someone play it, but they wouldn't let you touch the controller. Like, fuck you.
Let's see. Rainbow Six
Please do not talk
Siege.
to the gentleman playing.
I really want to play Rainbow Six Siege, but
It looks good.
Ubisoft's booth is always. I mean, Ubisoft PR is also kind of.
The bigger
Dicks.
companies usually have the worst PR
For
for the most part.
But there's a question mark here. But a new UbiArt game, supposedly, possibly,
Raymond.
which would be cool.
Yeah, more Raymond.
No. Probably not. But I think the Child of Light and the other one about the war
Child of Light
did
was
pretty
so
well.
mediocre.
With,
Witness it.
Valiant Hearts?
Valiant Hearts, yeah.
Hearts, that's
A new Square Enix IP apparently behind closed doors. I think we mentioned that. I don't know. That could be Hitman.
That's not. It's
Well,
not,
that's not a
it's
new
not a new
IP.
IP. They said they have a AAA game they have
Yeah.
not announced.
I'm gonna skip Bombshell, the new 3D Realms game. Okay. King's Quest. I hope that's playable. I heard good things about it.
I've heard good things.
Question mark here. A new Saints Row, possibly. I mean, what is Volition working on?
Yeah,
they
I
didn't
mean,
do Get Out of Hell themselves.
Correct.
where are they going to take that series, though?
Space, hopefully.
Yeah. The fucking nothing is the limit.
So, I mean, I want to
the
see.
sky
I
is
feel like
definitely not the limit.
they've already like gone.
Do we
They've
want
done
another
so
Saints
much
Row game
ridiculous
already?
shit.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I mean, you got to think. I mean, they didn't do Get Out of Hell. That was.
Nick, you never played 4, did you?
I mean,
It was
I just don't. I'm just starting to
goddamn
realize
good.
maybe that game just isn't for me. 'Cause
It
I
might
can't
not
get
be.
I can't get excited for it. I just like.
Why? Because you don't like fun?
Yep.
No, I hate fun. No, I love fun. My point is Saints Row is great. Saints Row 3 was fun, and Saints Row 4 looked like it was great. But at the same time,
Fuck you.
they could be trying something new.
Why?
I say the same. Okay, so when it's Saints Row, it's fine, but when it's Assassin's Creed, it's not.
Well,
It's a weird double
Saints Row
standard.
games are
Dude,
good.
Assassin's Creed didn't go from driving around in cars, blowing shit up, to flying and shooting lightning out of your hands with superpowers and riding around in giant mech suits and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
It also doesn't come out once every year.
Well, it has for the past couple of years, hasn't it?
No.
Get Out of Hell and 4.
Get Out of Hell was an
a year
expansion
apart.
that they didn't.
That was an expansion.
Volition did not work on Get Out of Hell.
Who did Get
Also,
Out of Hell then?
I can't remember.
some shitty developer.
Yeah,
Vicarious Visions or
something
something
like that.
Vicarious Visions.
Which is
Holy
why
shit! What
Get Out of Hell was not the best.
was the last game that Vicarious Visions did?
Get Out of Hell.
No, other than Get Out of Hell, you son of a bitch.
I don't know. High Voltage. They did it. Sorry.
High
Same
Voltage.
fucking difference. Jesus Christ.
Seriously, what did Vicarious Visions make?
I don't know.
I played a game that was by Vicarious
High
Visions.
Voltage. I don't think Vicarious Visions exists anymore.
I know. That's why I was so surprised when you brought it up.
Sorry. No, but yeah. I mean, Volition's a quality studio. I hope they do something cool.
They're also really nice people.
They are. I'll give them that.
Darksiders 3. I don't know why that's on here. Who would make that?
I have no idea.
There's
Is there rumors?
There are rumors.
there's a studio that owns
Because
that
they're about
now.
to release Darksider 2 on PS4.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Oh yeah, they have the Deathfinitive edition.
Is that really what they're calling it?
Oh
The
my God.
Deathfinitive edition. That's terrible. That's
I hope
fucking
someone
terrible.
got fired over that.
All right, Borderlands 3. Do we think we're gonna see?
I hope not.
Boo. Who cares?
Is this
What's
boo-
the next one?
Here's my question: is the booing just coming from we have a general distaste for Gearbox at this point, or
No,
is it?
it's coming from its Borderlands.
No,
Why do
it's
they
because
need to pump out
Borderlands is really
another one?
popular, especially amongst the youths. The youths.
If they want to take a few years off and really do something different,
Borderlands 2 is
instead
now.
of-
a couple and a half years old, right?
Yeah,
but
but
they
they-
just
but
did
they
fucking
did.
pre-sequel, which was just like
That's
Borderlands 2.
I mean-
and don't give me the whole, but you have to manage oxygen and you've got a jump pack and now
Okay,
they're ice
relax.
weapons.
I mean-
Bro, listen, Borderlands is a phenomenon.
It is. No, it definitely
It's
is.
huge.
Hey, Randy Pitchford's like 250 miles from here. We can just ask him.
Let's drive and punch him in the face.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
It's okay to not like Randy
Hey, he's up
Pitchford.
in Dallas.
I didn't say it's okay. I didn't say it's not okay to not like Randy Pitchford.
Duke
You
Nukem
just said you were
and
gonna
then
punch
Alien.
the man in the face.
I didn't say that. I
I'm
said
not-
we were just going to ask him.
I'm not gonna do that at all. I meant like a lovingly, like, you guy. Then I'm gonna fuck him.
Do you really, you guy in the face? Like, you guy.
Like holding a roll of pens.
You guy, jelly donut. All right. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
I'm still mad about
Also,
that
Brothers in Arms Furious 4 is written on here.
I was
What?
actually, that game is dead.
Oh my
game's
god.
dead.
If they could put that game
that
out.
new Homeworld game, which is not actually a new Homeworld game, it's a game that was being repurposed into a new Homeworld game. But that's not even by Gearbox, but it kind of is, sort of. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. We know that's going to be there.
Cool.
It's made by the same people who made
Yeah.
the Tony Hawk Ride games and that shitty HD collection.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Tony Hawk Ride. That game was pretty good, wasn't it?
It was.
And Tony Hawk HD. So
Nah.
that developer shit. So who knows if this will be any good.
Maybe they'll have some sort of new peripheral.
God, that
This is
that peripheral
skateboard.
goes down in history as probably the worst peripheral I've ever
Right?
seen in my life.
It
You
was
know,
bad.
this is one we
It was
never
very-
talked about.
It was almost as bad as the Power Glove.
Yeah, but at least
I think it's worse than the Power Glove.
It's
at
not
least
worse
the
than the
Power
Power
Glove
Glove.
at this point has like some sort of
Nostalgia to it, yeah.
appeal.
It's so bad.
I love the Power Glove.
This is one I don't think we've ever talked about in any of our news segments that came up in the past few weeks. But Overkill is working on a Walking Dead game.
Really?
Yeah,
The-
they showed a trailer for
Oh,
that like a few months ago, or actually probably at this point 6 months to a year ago, and it looked like butt. Like
What?
butt.
Of this Walking Dead game?
Yeah,
What kind of like
dude,
the,
it looks terrible.
Walking Dead survival instinct?
Oh
Are you
my
sure you're
God.
not
Oh,
talking
wait.
about Survival Instinct?
Yeah.
That-
Wait, there's another one?
yeah.
That one has been out for
Nick,
a year
that
or
game's
two.
been out for a long time. You know
And
that,
it's-
right?
it
Is it
That's
terrible?
butt.
Is it terrible?
Yeah.
It's beyond terrible.
Yeah.
Overkill, they're the guys that make Payday 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like
oh,
if
yeah,
a butt
okay.
pooped out another butt. Like that's how bad.
Here's one that's potentially exciting. Vampire. That is a...
Like the Masquerade.
From Don't Nod.
no.
Yeah.
Don't Nod's making
Yeah.
a vampire RPG called Vampire with a Y.
Has potential.
It's called Vampire.
Remember we talked about that,
That
right?
developer-
Vampire.
Vampire.
We'll see. That developer is...
Because Vampire the Masquerade Reckoning was. Wait, Reckoning?
No, not Reckoning.
No, not
I'm
Bloodlines.
just gonna sit here and
Bloodlines, that's what it was. That one was.
I'm just gonna believe that
But that's Troika. They
that's
don't
a
exist
slight,
anymore.
that's a subtle nod to a character from the late seasons of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Who?
Fuck, what was his name? The really nerdy kid that every time he would talk about vampires, he'd be like, the vampires.
All right, let's wind down here.
Fuck, what was his name? I haven't watched the show in so
the
long.
vampires.
The vampires.
Actually, I think it's.
The vampires.
He somehow lived through that whole show, even though he probably should have died 10 times over.
Tim Robbins. Tekken 7.
Where are my Buffy nerds?
Saint Seiya?
What?
That's right, there's a fighting game. Final Fantasy 15. Didn't that demo that came out kind of... What?
Well, remember
just
they're
coughed on
releasing
me.
it.
I
They're
didn't
releasing
open
it.
my mouth.
They're releasing a patch for that demo that we have, which
Correct.
is weird. They're patching
An
a
update.
demo. They're
Yeah.
patching a demo. That's weird. But if they're patching the demo, why do I need to play it on the show floor? If
Maybe
that-
there'll be more content.
Everyone's like stiffy for this one. It's just... They announced it so many ages. 2006 as Versus 13, and
Yep.
then they did that weird thing a couple years ago where like Versus 13 is now Final Fantasy 15.
I think it's one
And
of
then
those
they
situ-
released this fucking.
I think
demo,
it's one of those
like,
situations
weird
where when
and-
they announced Final Fantasy Versus 13, we saw basically nothing, and we knew nothing about it, and all we knew were there were some dudes with spiky hair and weird clothes, and that's all we fucking knew. And Versus 13, for all intents and purposes, has nothing to do with 13. Had nothing to do with it. Maybe they had planned on it, but they kind of fell through. And so the fact is, it's been a long time since we've had a proper Final Fantasy game.
But this is also like I feel like the first proper Final Fantasy game, non-MMO, that people are going into it kind of like really not so sure,
I guess.
because 13 after the fact, but people were still
Yeah,
super
going into
excited
13,
going into
everyone was
13,
excited. We were all excited going
Yeah.
into 13.
Weird.
I like the 15 demo. I just think it needs to be tweaked a lot.
He wrote down here that Overlord game that's not actually an Overlord game. Moving on, Rebel Galaxy. That's not probably gonna. I mean,
I don't think
it's
that's gonna. Yeah, that's.
SteamWorld Heist.
I'm that.
Which I saw some footage of that. That seems like it could be cool.
Yeah.
Below by Cappy. God, I can't believe they still haven't released that.
Nope.
That's been at like 3 or 4 packs.
Yeah,
At this point.
that game is hard as shit.
The top down one?
Yep,
Yeah.
that game is hard as shit.
All right, we got Dead Island 2.
That'll probably be playable.
And
Dude,
that had a hilarious trailer.
It had a hilarious
The-
trailer, but that game looked like butt last year.
Yeah.
With the one that may or may not have starred Jack Black?
Yeah.
the last thing on here, we don't care about Dead Island 2, right?
No.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean,
Uh,
if there's no line, there's a kiosk.
It is being strangely. It's developed by the guys making the space battleship fighter game.
Oh, Gray Box?
No,
Grey Goo?
No.
Box?
no. The Jaeger.
Jaeger.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no,
Spec
that
Ops
was the-
guys.
That was the publisher, though. Oh, yeah.
No.
You're talking about this game, Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The developers of that are the developers of Spec Ops: The Line, are the developers of
Jaeger.
Dead Island 2, right? Am I getting that right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Yes.
And finally, we have on
Got
here
confused.
kind of. Okay, well, it's Resident Evil 0 HD remaster / are we going to see anything about Resident Evil 7?
I want that. I just no. Oh God.
It'll
What do
be
you mean?
called.
Oh no! What are
It'll
we
be
talking about?
called Resident Evils.
I think I'm done with that franchise.
What animal's going to be giving what a blowjob?
Do we care? I mean, are we at this point now where we don't care about Resident Evil?
I don't care. The last few have not impressed
I mean,
me. a whole
everyone
lot.
seems to care a whole lot about the old Resident Evil games.
I love the old Resident Evils.
remakes, but new ones
Everything
not so
through
much.
Code Veronica, I still have very fond memories of. Oh, and sorry, 4. Everything post 4 has been a slow decline. And I'm not saying 5 was bad, but
All right. So, out of everything we mentioned, and people in chat, you can go ahead and start pitching all the things that you think we missed. Out of all the things we said here, we talked about here, what is the most? What is the one you want to see most of? I mean, you're most excited about seeing more of at E3.
well, we can't sit here. It's a podcast. We can't sit here and wait for them to respond. So
No, I think Brad was also asking us.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm
well,
asking
we can't.
us.
We're doing top 5s next week.
There might be a new Mega.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
We're doing top 5 for Patron Week.
Oh, that's true. We can't announce ours yet.
Damn it,
What's
Brad.
your number 6?
What's your number 6? What's one you're kind of interested in?
Resident
I
Evil
think
7.
it's one of those situations where we also kind of named them while we were.
I'll
going
name my
through them.
21. It's Doom 4.
Oh God.
Routine? Those aren't real games.
We did mention Soma. Soma is going to be there. We've already had an email about
Yeah.
it. The game will be there.
You know what I want to see? I want to see a new
And it will be playable.
Mega Man Battle Network game. That's what I want to see.
They don't
That's
make
not going to
those.
happen.
They don't make those anymore.
I realize. I'm just saying I would like to see that.
It's not gonna happen.
I
I
think
hope
that
you realize
I
that your
think,
dream is impossible.
I mean,
I think that would play really well on a 3DS.
Are you really pilling an orange right before we go into community?
Yeah. No, it's time for community. Nolan, you can't eat that. Oh no!
Just shove it in your mouth. Just do it. Yeah, hardcore.
I've done that before.
You've done that before? How'd
Just
that go?
juice it, motherfucker. Juice it.
It's so juicy.
Not well.
If it was like a clementine orange, you could probably shove.
It was a little smaller than that.
You could probably shove. You could
I
probably
will
eat a whole-
say, just because it's no surprise, even on my top 5, that I think the one that has the biggest,
Got some rye.
that maybe has the biggest potential to go, whoa, is Scalebound, because it's one we really know nothing about, and has crazy pedigree behind it. It could really be something that people are just like,
Man, I really want an orange right now.
That's crazy. So I'm for sure excited about Scalebound.
I came prepared.
I just hope it comes out February of next year.
All right. Nolan's pulling up community.
Yep.
Just a quick reminder, during the break we announced Patron Week, which starts this Sunday. So starting on Sunday, we're going to be releasing content for the public, that everyone can get a peek at some of the stuff we've been doing for our patrons. And we'll be doing some special events on the feed all throughout next week, leading right into our E3 coverage starting the following Sunday. So check out the video on the front page of 4playernetwork.com for more specifics. Nolan, take it away.
Community!
Woo!
All right, so we have one new patron.
Yes.
One new one. And that one is Kevin R.
Kevin R.
Kevin R.
Kevin R.
Kevin R. From
Kevin
Kincaid,
R.
West
Yeah,
Virginia.
Hopefully everyone's waiting till Patron Week, and that's why we only have the one.
Yeah.
Of course, they just found out about Patron Week.
They did, like, just a little while ago.
Everybody's going to rally for Patron Week. Crispy's going to get that new capture card.
Woo.
Play some Demon Souls.
Play some Demon Soul.
Demon Souls.
By the way, we did
What
have
if
some...
Namco announces an HD release?
We did have someone who sent me an email this week, yesterday, in fact, who was offering their services and possibly redesigning our Supporter of the Month shirt.
Cool.
go.
That's a good idea.
So that's exciting.
Quite.
Anyways,
It is June 2nd,
that it is.
which means we have a new supporter of the month.
Yes, we do.
Speaking of, our new supporter of the month is Burning Hunter.
Burning Hunter!
Burning
And
Hunter.
the game he chose for us to play is... Did we decide on
It's either or.
either or?
Yeah.
Both?
I'll play one, you can play the other. Something like that.
He said Fallout 3 or New Vegas.
Fallout, which is perfect timing.
Yeah.
Because we're
never-
about to find out about Fallout 4.
Yep.
We're all going to be hyped for Fallout.
I never
You guys
finished my
have-
game in Fallout New Vegas. I
Well, there
still
you
have
go.
it.
I've never finished New Vegas either.
There you go. I finished the game. I didn't finish all
God, it's
the
gonna
DLC.
be a hard game to just jump right into the middle of, though.
Yeah, watch out for those
Start from the beginning.
Casa did.
Oh my god, the giant bees.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
Fuck those
They are
things.
the
Fuck
worst.
bees.
They are the worst thing in the world. If you want to be supporter of the month, all you have to do is support us
Yeah.
with money, not just with
Yeah.
love.
That's true. Like a pat on the back and say, "Hey, good job."
Yeah. If you are either a patron or a subscriber on Twitch, you were automatically entered in a monthly drawing to become supporter of the month.
See.
Yep. All right, so should I do try of the week or questions?
Let's do questions.
Questions.
All right, questions. We got a couple of good ones this week. We got a
Yay.
And from some new people, too.
couple of stinkers. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Fuck you,
First
stinkers.
question comes
I'm starting to
from-
see more people come out and ask questions.
Definitely,
Glad,
we
that's
appreciate
right.
that. We don't just need to see questions from Sonny and Sean and
Not that we don't
and-
like your questions.
and Pioche to the same people every week.
Pioffed.
Pioche.
We do appreciate when you ask us questions, though, no matter what it is. All right, so this first week from Sean, he asks, what Eastern game property that has never received a Western release would you like to see become available in English? For example, the Super Robot Wars series, the majority of Gundam games, and almost all of the dating sim genre.
I can honestly say, like, I don't follow... If it's not coming out in the West, I don't really
I can
follow it
name
too
one
closely.
game. Cowboy Bebop.
There's a Cowboy Bebop
On the
game?
PS2, there was a Cowboy Bebop game that
There we
never
go.
got released.
You like hunt bounties?
I have no idea,
What the fuck?
but I always wanted to play
I
it.
remember there was a really pretty sophisticated Gundam VR
Yeah.
simulator game that was at some theme park in Japan, and I
Oh.
was always like, "Fuck that! I wish I could play that."
I just had something and I just lost. Oh, it'd be cool if we got an official translation and release of Fatal Frame 4, but that's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's tricky, man. I mean, there's a lot of cool games. A lot of them end up getting like fan translated though.
That's true.
Like it'd be nice if we got like a release of like Valkyria Chronicles 3 on maybe like the PS4, like a port of it or something would be cool. But
I would
as far
love
as
to
like an
see-
entire series,
I would love to see Valkyria Chronicles just become a more, return to its, glory days, become a fully fledged.
that'd be nice.
You shut your fucking
Franchise
mouth,
game.
J52. That
That-
game was probably golden.
That would be fucking nice.
Silly.
All right, next question from Miklopa.
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 Since all of
Kincaid,
you are
West Virginia.
in your late 20s and whatever Brad is,
Older.
do you see yourself playing video games once you get older? Let's say at your 80s, for example.
80?
Also, do you see a possibility for video game industry taking a chance at creating games specifically targeted at elder audiences in the future?
Dude,
Not
hell
with stuff
no.
like Pill Management Extreme, but the kind of games we grew up with, making them more user-friendly for older people.
I will say I don't ever see that happening, but I will
Really?
say
When do you think you're going to stop playing games?
I will play them until
'Cause
I'm
that's the day- that's
physically
the-
unable to.
Oh. I thought you were saying I don't see that happening as in I don't see myself playing games when I'm 80.
Dude,
No. I was saying I don't see them catering,
Oh, okay.
designing games for
The Elderly.
The Elderly.
What
But
about like Brain Age? I think that was a game that was kind of designed.
yeah, but
at
that was all
older
tied to
people.
the whole the Wii casual stuff. And
It was on the DS.
that was on. I mean, it was on the DS, but like I feel like a lot of those
Yeah.
games have kind of
a lot of the Nintendo games were geared at older people.
Someone in chat, God, I can't remember
Like
who it was.
the fucking fact that they put out one with a heart rate monitor, that just seemed like they were like, "Here, old people, wear this so you don't die."
like. I don't know. I see myself just playing.
I definitely
until
see myself
until
playing
I physically
games.
can't anymore.
I'm probably gonna stop when I turn 30.
I think it was Kenton. I think it was Kenton in chat today or yesterday. Kenton, I think it was today, said that his grandpa played like Mass Effect 2 like 50 times.
Dude, there's a
That
Mass
is
Effect-
awesome.
Mass-
That I want to be that.
And Kenton, I believe, is a grown. I mean, he's not like a kid, so his grandpa probably not young.
There was at the GameStop that Nick and I worked at. There was a guy who's like, I mean, he's definitely in his like 70s who'd come in all the time, and all he would buy is like RPGs. And he got to the point where he'd played all like the Western RPGs, and he'd come in and just start like picking up JRPGs and shit like that. Like he was taking home like Hyperdimension Neptunia and shit like that.
Oh,
Dude, I
creepy.
can't wait till I'm retired and I have nothing but time.
I saw
nothing but time.
I saw a really old dude a couple of days ago that had like a Zelda shirt, but it wasn't just like it had like the Wind Waker Link on it or whatever, or like the one from the DS, like that style of Link on his shirt. But he's like an old guy, and I mean, he looked like maybe he played it, or maybe he found that shirt at a thrift store, but I don't know. It looked like he was wearing it proudly. But,
The problem is when I get older, I do want to get more into woodworking.
of course,
I used to do it a lot, but I don't have the tools right now. And it sucks because my grandfather moved out of his house and he sold all his tools.
That sucks.
When
They
I
didn't
get
sell them
old-
to you.
I know. I was like, why didn't you tell me? I would have bought the bandsaw and had nowhere to put it.
When I get old, I kind of want to like obsess over some really fucked up porn or something, you know? Not,
I mean, Brad, you got to do something with your 5-gallon drum of lube.
Yeah.
You got to
but
do something.
You know what I'm saying? Not just like, oh, let's see whatever's on the fucking most recently viewed list of porn videos. Who gives a shit, right? You know, I want to like get into some fucked up shit when I'm
Like-
older.
Like,
You know what I mean?
like have to go scour the dark net.
Well,
really weird
no.
Or you just want to be like into furries.
You want to
or
be that guy that
something.
walks into the porn store and buys the one like sex toy there that
Just something
even the employees are kind of like creeped out by.
Wait, Chris Davis.
just something weirdly specific.
Click on that link, Chris Davis.
Weirdly specific.
All right.
Like the kind of porn where people like crush food with their feet.
Yes. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh.
I'm just saying, if I have a lot of free time, why not?
It's like the King of the Hill episode where Peggy was like
Yes.
getting her like feet spanked with like ping pong paddles and like stepping in ground beef.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
All right.
I mean, I
well,
don't understand.
Good luck with that.
Next question.
I mean, I know. So you get off with like having women step on ground beef, but why do you want the feet to be so giant and like I don't understand that.
I don't know.
Giant?
Yeah, Peggy Hill had
Yeah,
big feet.
yeah. The people who are into fucked up feet shit like giant like clown
Well, they
feet.
either like giant feet or tiny feet.
guys, we have
Is tiny feet a
this.
thing?
This
Yeah.
is this question started being about the elderly. What are we doing?
I don't
It's
know,
Brad's
but the
fault.
first thing I'm gonna look up when I get done with this podcast is tiniest foot ever.
Oh my god.
I mean, there's some freaky pictures of some people with some really
Like a
tiny
regular
feet.
sized leg
Yeah,
with just a really tiny
Oh, do you
foot.
think that exists? Not shriveled, just a normal working foot, but like the tiniest in the
Tiny.
world.
Not
Tiny.
shriveled, like not one of those shriveled up peanuts and like.
no.
Like what if somebody
Next
had
question.
Normal,
All right.
healthy foot. but
Next
little.
next question. All right. If you could choose any, okay, this is from Captain Passion Man.
That's
Okay.
That's a good name.
If you could choose any one person you hated, Nick, send them to live on send them to live on an island alone, and make them play only one game for the rest of their life. What would you pick and why? If you want, you can also go into the details of who and why you choose a specific person to be condemned to the island. P.S. Nick, you can choose the execs from Konami if you'd like.
I don't think I would pick any one specific person because that's not like interesting to me. Like, I don't have anyone that I hate that much. I would just want to pick. I'd want to just like pick a random person and just ruin their life.
But what,
That's fucked up.
It's like
more
somebody-
fucked up.
it's like that movie The Button where they're like, if you push this button, someone in the world will die. I'd just be like, do it, like fucking do it.
I think that kind of makes you a psychopath.
a little bit. The
It's
question,
like Amelie, except you're an asshole.
yeah, the question revolves around what game would you make them play?
Oh god.
A
Resident Evil
bad,
6.
bad
Alan
game.
Wake.
Doom 4.
Spyro?
Doom 4 is a good one.
Spyro the Dragon.
Seriously though, I'd
But
probably,
what if it was like a person who didn't really play games, but like you left them with a really shitty game, and after a while they're just like, yeah, I really like this.
What?
It was pretty good.
Wait, can I
like it wouldn't be torture.
can I make them play WoW but with no internet connection?
You couldn't connect to the servers. They couldn't log in. They wouldn't work.
that's messed up, Nolan.
Bubsy 3D.
I can't think of anything
I'm
else.
gonna go with Resident Evil 6.
I know who I would send though. That fucking guy from my dorm freshman year.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know his name.
Let it go.
I don't even know. Ask Bernadette. I have no idea who it is, but his fucking face. Every time I saw this guy, I wanted to punch him in the face.
For no
I don't-
reason?
Yeah, I don't. No, there was definitely a reason. I don't know what the reason is, but there was something about this guy. I knew he was a fucking asshole.
Just got under your skin, huh?
Every guy, he lived on my floor in my dorm, and every fucking time I saw anything that bad happened in my dorm, I know he did it. I don't know why. I just know.
I got you beat because
What
in
race
my
was he?
freshman.
Like some sort of like Eastern European maybe.
Racist. My freshman year of college.
I'm from an Eastern European background.
Literally, my
Or
freshman
more
year.
Western European.
True story. My freshman year of college, the dude right next door to me had a bagpipe. And he loved his fucking bagpipe and he played it all the time.
Dude, hey,
A bagpipe.
Shine on, man.
That's worse than a drum set. Like he had a bagpipe.
Was he
Was he good?
I mean, what is it? All bagpipe shit sounds the same. I don't know if
you
he's-
just fucking hate bagpipes. You're a bagpipist.
Next
All
question.
right, yeah, next question. From Ryan Martinez. Capital EZ at the end of Martinez. Is it Ryan Martin EZ?
Oh, Martinez.
I
Racist.
think Ryan Martin EZ.
Oh, okay.
Where
Easy.
where did y'all get the intro outro music you use? I was listening to the other day and I realized I have no idea where it comes from.
I have no idea.
I don't listen to our podcast, so I don't know what we're using right now.
Wait, is it the one that's like?
It's a smooth jazz. It's a smooth jazz rendition of a track
From Professor Layton?
from Professor
Oh,
Layton.
you still use that one?
Yes.
I fucking love that one. That's a good one.
It's a great track.
It is.
I got it off of. I actually found it off of OC Remix.
OC
so
Remix
it's out
is a
there.
good site. Yeah.
It is out there. If you go to OC Remix, look for
I
Professor
don't know how
Layton,
the
you'll
track-
find it.
I
There's
don't
a lot
know
of
how the
bad
track
stuff,
goes
but
after
there's
that
a lot
'cause
of
it
good
always
stuff.
starts the podcast.
You know,
next-
there's a jazz album for the Nier soundtrack. There's like a jazz version
Really?
of that album.
Cool.
Which is crazy.
Next question from Colleen B. Colleen B. Trippin. Where are you guys from? You couldn't all have been born and raised in Texas, right?
Born and raised in
Well, we
Austin.
were until this fucking guy
Born
got
and
here.
raised in Texas.
We were all born and raised in Texas. I was born and raised here in Austin, and then Crispy came in and just ruined the whole thing.
Yep.
Fucked it all up.
Yep.
I was-
Rabdargab.
I
Yep.
was born in West Virginia and I grew up in Florida.
Oh,
And then I
man.
moved to Texas after the incident. What's the next question?
I, like Brad, was born in the greater Houston area.
Yep.
Greater Houston. Yeah, right.
Red Sox.
Rabdargab.
Houston?
Yeah,
Houston's the
seems
fucking
like a
worst.
terrible-
I was in-
It's so bad.
I was in Houston less than 24 hours ago. It's awful.
It's
Yeah,
Houston's bad.
Yeah.
They have a good science museum, and the zoo is not too bad. But everything else is pretty shitty. in
Dude,
Houston.
I'm glad the first time I came to Texas, I flew straight into Austin because if I had to like drive west through Houston, I probably would have just turned around.
yeah,
Fuck that.
yeah.
Also, Houston has flooding problems.
It does. My house in Houston flooded 2.5 times.
You should see. You should see the building that I was in for work the past 24 hours. I was butts right up against the bayou, and it was so high. It was insane,
Yeah.
and the water looked
It
disgusting.
was fucking baked.
Yep.
Next question.
One time it only got in the garage, Chris Davis. It didn't actually get in the house.
Garage doesn't count as house.
All
Yeah.
right.
Final question for the week comes from Arxidus. Has there ever been a sound effect that was memorable enough to stick with you long after you played a game? Or maybe a sound you may never forget because it was associated with something memorable or just satisfying to hear. If anyone remembers the arrow shot power-up from Mega Man 8, holla at your boy.
I don't remember that.
A lot of sound effects from Metal Gear Solid.
But yeah, there's a lot of
from
games.
Metal Gear, a lot from Ocarina of Time.
Fucking Mario games?
Yeah.
Mario games
One
have
that
like
I've always liked
classic
is the little
sounds.
subtle noise they play in Silent Hill when you get to a save point. I think it may have only been Silent Hill 2, where it's like...
That's too specific.
I can't...
I like menu sounds in various Final Fantasies.
Oh, those
Yeah.
are weird.
Confirm and
Yeah.
cancel
Yeah.
and
I mean,
stuff.
definitely the Metal Gear Solid, the codec call.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's the alert with the exclamation point. There's a lot of Metal Gear
Very
Solid is
unique
very
sound,
very
too.
unique and good.
Resident Evil has a lot of good sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's quite a few sound effects from The Last of Us, but that's just because I've played so much Factions.
Diablo 2 has the best sounds when something drops. You know, you hear it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you know exactly what dropped, and everyone is listening for like a ring
Yeah.
or an amulet,
Like a ding.
because every item type has a different sound effect. Oh man,
Or like when you throw things away, like you throw away a piece of armor and it's like, bonk.
yeah.
Like,
Or Fallout actually, Fallout 3, like so many of like the fucking like the big robots.
Yeah.
Like the noises they would make when they're the ka-ching, 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 like when
Yeah.
they're walking
Oh.
around, and like like a lot of those gun sound effects as well.
another big one for me is the shield recharge in Halo. Because
yeah.
you get to the point where like you wouldn't really be looking at the shield bar.
You'd be
You
listening
just
for
wait
it.
for that
Yeah.
like sound and then be like, okay, I can go fight.
StarCraft. There are so many fucking noises from StarCraft.
What
that
about
I
the
just,
Big Daddy
Launch
noise?
detected.
oh yeah, the Big
Yeah.
Daddy noise. Missile launch detected. In the pipe, 5x5. like,
Yeah.
like so many of just like the units, what they would say, like
Yeah. Oh, and I love like when you could click on them and they'd start saying weird shit.
Yeah.
Like,
I miss really great sound effects. I feel like that's sort of a lost art a little
need a
bit.
light.
that's good.
Fuck, now I want to play StarCraft. Thanks, Nolan.
You're welcome.
Dick.
All right, and those were the questions for this week. If you would like to ask us a question that we will answer on the podcast, just go to the Patreon activity feed. Every week we post a thread in there asking for questions, and that's how you do it. Now it's time for everyone's favorite part of the show. It's Chatter of the Week.
Oh, God.
All right, Chatter of the Week, the part of the show we pit two chatters against each other in an all-out brawl of how fast they can eat a whole orange. This week, our first chatter is Luis G. Escalo 13 in chat. Esquilo from Brazil. Brazil. Where video
Nice.
games cost $1 billion.
Yeah, what is up with that? Is there some kind of like local tariff or something?
I don't know.
Like,
Yes, actually.
is it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Shameful secret. I actually think that Afraid of Monsters and Cry of Fear are the best gaming mods ever made. The psychological thriller and the plot is what makes it so immersive, as I had BPD, borderline personality disorder, and had severe depression.
Those games are a little jank though, but they're pretty scary.
Never played them, but yeah. His greatest gaming achievement: I completed Bushido Blade 2 90%. Seriously took me 3 days to get almost all the characters except for the last two, which are insane to achieve. Seriously, taking down 150 persons in under 15 minutes is beyond hard.
What?
Hard games are hard. And Esquilo's top 5 games of all time, number 5, Bushido Blade.
2.
I'm gonna go with the original.
I'm gonna say 2.
I'm crossing my fingers for Bushido Blade 2 being higher on the list.
2.
Oh.
And number 4 game of all time is Shadow
Of the Colossus.
Heart's Covenant.
Warrior.
Huh.
Shadow Warrior.
Yep. Number 3 is Dragon.
The 3D.
Oh,
Is
God.
Dogma?
Quest 8.
No, the
Dragon
Shadow
Quest 8.
Warrior threw me off. Is he talking about the new one or the original?
question.
Shadow Warrior. Oh,
He said both the old and the remake. They're both
Okay.
fantastic.
okay. And what was the third one?
Dragon.
Quest
It's
8.
Dogma.
Dragon Quest 8.
Dragon Ball
Z?
Z.
Budokai
Tenkaichi 3?
3?
Legends.
Oh,
Legends.
what?
Dragon Ball Z Legends.
Was that a Game Boy
Is that the
Advance
Game Boy Advance game? The first one?
I think so.
Dude, that
Who
was kinda
is this
cool, wasn't
person?
Yeah, like I was really excited for that game, and I played it, but it was not my favorite.
Dragon Ball Z. No, that's not. I'm thinking of Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku. What the fuck is Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah,
Legends?
Legacy of Goku was the.
Legends
no, I
is
thought
something
Legends was
else.
also a Game Boy
Wait,
Advance
was
one.
Legends?
No,
I'm
Legends
thinking,
was a.
I'm thinking of
DS
Ultimate
game.
22. That was a long time ago.
Well, yeah, Ultimate 22 was
Why
like
is Chris Davis not
PS1.
wikiing
It was
this shit?
PS1.
He has a computer.
Chris
He's
Davis,
not
you were the
doing-
worst.
could-
You're the worst at helping us.
Yes.
Anyways, moving on.
And his number 2 game of all time is Resident Evil.
6.
2.
I'm gonna go with 0 because who knows?
Outbreak.
What?
Shut the
Wait,
fuck
was that
up.
like the one
Shut
that you-
the
Hey,
fuck up.
maybe in Brazil he can't get some good.
You know what? He is from Brazil.
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Outbreak.
And his number 1 game of all time is Silent.
Hill 2.
Silent Hunter. The submarine game.
Silent Hill 2. God damn it.
Crispy's not paying attention.
I'm gonna go with
Silent Hills.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry. What?
Silent Hill 3.
Oh, okay. Well, it's not the correct answer, but that's all right. Just kidding. And who is he up against, Nolan?
This week, Escalo is up against Nathan Castorcata.
Wow.
That looks like a PS1 game.
Yeah,
That
it
looks
does.
like a fucking NES game. What the shit is this?
That's
Snap.
PS1.
That's definitely PS1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Power balance.
Castorcato from North England, United Kingdom.
All right.
Castorcato's shameful secret. I played WoW for a great number of years, so my shameful secret was probably inevitably spending over $600 to $700 over the span of about 2 years on the game. Microtransactions and other small things like name changes, race and faction changes, and of course the subscription and expansions. I spent a lot of money on this, on needless things.
What are you gonna do?
Yep, that is
Wow.
That's a lot of money.
Hey, I mean, it's not really that different from having like a Magic the Gathering problem, which
I traded my original copy of Final Fantasy Tactics for a mud character.
Castorcato's greatest gaming achievement. Going back to WoW, I actually got really damn good at the game. Well, at my niche. I played a fire mage for many years, whilst frost mages ruled the world. I got really decent at it by Cataclysm, and got to play with many pro players in PvP. I enjoyed the challenge of playing something underpowered and represented. That's cool.
yeah,
Makes sense.
Way to not
I
follow the
enjoy
flow and do your own thing.
yeah, it really sucks when you feel like you kind of have to spec a character a certain way just because that's what everybody does, and
Yeah.
it's like the best. I
Yeah.
hate that.
Well, it's also one of the. A lot of times when we all play the same game, and like everyone's like this one class, I always feel like I have to be a different one,
Yeah.
just so
Yeah.
I can get that other side. Like when Inquisition came out, I knew like Brad was going to be a mage, and like Crispy's probably going to be a mage. And I'm like, well, I guess I won't be a mage. But the thing is, I end up regretting not being a mage.
I mean, I was a way cooler mage.
Well,
than
hey,
Brad
I
was,
regretted
but-
being anything in that game.
Yeah, that's true. Castor Kato's top 5 games of all time. Number 5, Hitman.
Blood Money?
Absolution.
Blood Money. He's not dumb, Nick.
There we go.
Number 4,
He could
Final
be dumb.
Fantasy.
9.
Oh, speaking of.
Spirits Within. I know it's not a game, but I just love this movie. Made
7.
the joke
I came
last
across that, Nick, and I thought you might like it. Just
I do like it.
yeah.
week. You always, I mean,
What?
camel toe.
I did not see. His number. Oh wait, did I say the answer?
7.
Oh
No,
no, it was 12.
Ah,
Final Fantasy
it
12.
was 12.
Yeah.
Wait.
Nice.
Okay. No, never mind.
No, that's a
No,
good.
no.
That's a good game.
Yeah. I was thinking the MMO for a second.
Nope, that's 11.
That's 11.
Yep. All right, his number 3 game of all time is Splinter Cell.
Chaos Theory.
Blacklist.
No.
Maybe it's Pandora
Get
tomorrow.
out. It's all there. Literally, there's never been Splinter Cell brought up on one of these top 5s that hasn't been Chaos Theory.
Brad's correct. Chaos Theory, and yeah, that probably is the best Splinter Cell. That's
Well,
a
I
good
mean,
one.
yeah.
His number 2 game of all time, Dark.
Souls.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls. Or maybe it's that vampire game, Dark.
Dark Souls.
I
Nope.
gotta say, like, it really surprises me how often that comes up on people's top fives.
What, Dark?
Dark?
Dark Souls.
What's a good game?
Why does that surprise you?
Yeah.
It's so recent. I don't know.
Shut up, Brad. And his number
It's
one
not a
game of all
dinosaur like you.
time is Metal.
Gear Solid 3.
You're solid 3.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Metal Gear Solid 3.
No one ever says 4.
Nope.
That is
Because
weird.
3 is a
4
much
good.
better game.
4 is good, though.
No, 4 is a great game.
4 is good.
But if I had for the rest of my life to choose one of them to play,
You play
I
three.
would do 3.
Even above 2.
Because there's
Even
the most.
above 2.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Even above 2.
There's
Yes.
the most stuff to do in 3.
Yeah.
Most weird, cool, crazy shit.
Fucking turn the game off and wait 2 weeks and fucking
I'm gonna reset
the end
my
dies.
system clock.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way,
Boss battles weren't that good in 4.
yeah.
compared to the
Castor
others.
Kato says been lurking since the days before Condemned. Thanks for the good times.
He's been lurking since
Dude,
before
come
we
on.
started.
Yep.
I like the wolf fighting.
He didn't say he was lurking around us. He's just a lurker.
That's great. That's great.
And Escalo did say, I foresee Brad hating on me and Nick loving it.
I am not voting for Escalo, so he is right.
What was Escalo's top 5 again?
The
Top
Brazil
5 is Bushido
one.
Blade 2, Shadow Warrior, Dragon Ball Z, Legends, Resident Evil Outbreak, and Silent Hill 3.
What was
I don't really. I'm sorry, Escalo. I'm bringing it out to give to the other guy just because I don't.
Cold.
I mean, none of the. I don't
Bloody.
really align myself at all with any
Wait,
of his
what
options
was
in those
his-
top 5.
What about
Shameful
Silent Hill
Secret.
3? You
His
like that
shameful
game?
secret was
It is,
being afraid
it's
of
my least favorite of that
Monster.
series, probably.
Afraid of Monster and Cry of Fear are the best gaming mods ever. He's ashamed of that. And Bushido Blade 2 was really good at it.
I'm voting for not Escalo.
Yeah, I don't.
Castor Kato.
I'm gonna give it to Castor.
Castor
Kata.
Kato.
Sorry, Escalo.
Well, congratulations, Castor Kato. You are the winner. You are also probably asleep
I'm gonna give it to Castor Kato.
because it's 4 a.m. your time. So sweet
Congratulations, Castor Kato.
dreams. Sweet dreams.
You are Chatter of the Week.
If you would like to be Chatter of the Week, all you have to do is go to 4playernetwork.com, click on the big Chatter of the Week button, enter in your digits, your deets, your shit, your personal information as well. And you too could be Chatter of the Week.
I'm by the way, I'm making some serious progress. The website's gonna look a little different when we go to E3.
I like
you
it.
will be able to do you will be able to submit your Chatter for the Week submission from your phone.
Cool.
Just putting that out there.
Cool.
All right. So that's it for the show, guys. We need to wrap up with the 4-player minute. Let's actually keep this to a minute because it's getting late. Brad, what is your hype, sweat, fuck, and thank you of the week?
My hype is for The Witcher. I'm really enjoying that game, but my sweat is also for The Witcher because I realize I'm kind of freaking out with how much there is to do in that game, and to the point where I'm getting kind of I'm getting really overwhelmed. I mean, I'm getting frustrated because I know I don't have the time to play the game I want to play it, which is kind of do everything. But
I'm doing everything.
I don't understand how that's possible. Especially when you start out leveling quests.
Brad, I'm 70 hours in.
What does that mean though? Like how much have you done?
Not enough.
Are you in Skellige yet?
I've done like 3 things in Skellige. I'm level 18.
Jesus Christ, there's too much to do.
That is probably the most concerning thing and the biggest frustration with this game for me. I expressed my frustrations about the whole leveling system last week. No one's 70 hours in, he's level 18.
Mm-hmm.
That is like, that's going to drive me nuts.
Yep.
Well, if you want to level up faster, go do some main quests.
You do get a lot more experience from the main quest than side
Yeah, I
quests.
shouldn't have to. Like, I should be able to just grind out if I want to. It's just annoying. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
My fuck you goes to Konami just ahead of time. I bet they won't even have Metal Gear playable at E3 because they don't give a shit.
Dude, I don't even think... do they even want to show their face at E3?
They have a booth.
Oh,
It's just
God.
going to be empty.
It is smaller than last year, which I guess is good since, you know. No,
Did you see I tweeted that picture? From the cat... Who's Wombat from the Cat Cast posted a picture he took from E3 that year when it was just the giant booth with the red carpet. And because I didn't take any pictures of it, so I tweeted it just as like, just in case you didn't believe us. Fucking, it's terrible. That booth is awful.
I don't know why MGS is screaming at me, but I'm going to do another fuck you. Not to him. My fuck you is to me because I was going to play a bunch of Massive Chalice today to potentially talk about it or something because we really had nothing else to talk about. But I didn't. I played more Witcher, and I feel bad because I feel like no one's talking about Master Chalice, and it's officially out now. It's out. Aren't people excited?
Yeah.
No one's talking about Massive Chalice. It's the XCOM meets family bloodlines, you know?
Dude, it was really cool when I played it for like an hour.
Yeah, early access, guys. They kill hype.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that.
Nolan?
He's
Crispy.
hyped about his orange.
My hype is for Patron Week. I am excited. I'm excited about some of the content we're going to be releasing. I'm excited about some of the events we're going to be having.
Board game night.
I'm excited. I fucking love board game, guys.
Board
Y'all have no
game
idea.
night.
If y'all have not seen, was that our first vlog that we did?
It was among them, yeah.
The of my house, when I, like my fucking big thing of board games, and I'm,
Yeah, that was the first one.
yeah,
Right.
I'm always looking for more board games. I wish they weren't so expensive. That would be nice. They are too expensive, but they're so good. I'm ready. My body's ready. My sweat goes to Witcher. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be playing this game. Oh my god! Like MGS said, he beat the game at 145 hours.
I don't think I'm ever gonna finish this
And
game.
like I'm at 70, but that's because the weekend it first came out, I played like 30 hours of it, and then I've been playing it almost on a daily basis since not this last podcast we did the Friday, but the Tuesday since the Tuesday before that. That's all I've played. I've played a single game since what?
How does the game with the most content also do it better than anyone else? How is that possible?
They've been working on it for a long time. They don't do it on a yearly basis. That's why, for one of the reasons.
God, there's just so much of it.
Yep. Oh my God, Gwyn's. I've played so much goddamn.
Oh my God.
Gwyn's. All right. My thank you goes to Bethesda. It's preemptive. Thank you for
for
what you-
Doom.
Thank you for Doom.
Yeah, Doom 4. Thanks for
Yeah.
that.
It really does feel like the original Doom.
It is.
Dude.
And my fuck you for this week.
Wait, was that really your thing?
Goes
You
to
didn't
Doom.
say what you were really thanking Bethesda for.
Doom.
Yeah, Doom 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. My fuck you this week goes to Bethesda. If you fuck me, Bethesda, like this Fallout game, it better be good.
It's like that scene from Scarface.
How are they gonna fuck it up? I mean, they've been making the same game
If
for
you make
decades.
Skyrim with guns,
I will say this once.
I'm gonna be a little upset.
That's what Fallout 3 was.
It was much more
Oblivion
than that.
with guns.
It was much more than that.
Hey,
But
Scott,
it's gonna be another Fallout game.
I
Dude,
know.
shut up.
You know what I'm hoping for?
Who cares? It's Fallout. It's gonna be great.
I care. I mean, I care about
Dude,
Elder Scrolls
Even
way
if
more
it's,
than
if it's
Fallout.
another
Why are you
fucking
jacking
Fallout
off
game,
over there?
that's awesome.
I have 300 hours in Fallout 3. I love
Jesus
Fallout
Christ,
3.
what did you do for 300 hours?
I played the game once on PC and then again on Xbox.
Okay. So it's okay.
And all the DLC.
I
Then more.
I want to see them do something new and different. What is Fallout 4 going to do to turn heads? Outside of being
it's going to take place in Boston.
That is it's a post-apocalyptic. Who the fuck cares where it takes
did
place?
Did you hear the sarcasm in my voice, or are you completely unable to hear that?
No, but people do seem to act like if they announce this game and it's new Fallout, it's in Boston, get hyped. Like, what are they going to do that's different? There's got to be.
We're
going
to find out tomorrow, Brad.
Skyrim had dragons.
I want to see more and then more
Maybe that'll-
of what we saw in Fallout 3, that certain characters like Mr. Crowley, if you fucked him over, he would hunt you down. No matter where you were in the game world, he would find you.
I think they need a gameplay hook, though.
Like
Something
stuff like
that's-
that. There was this one ending. I can't remember. It was
Tranquility Lane.
It was a mutant. Oh, fucking Tranquility Lane. There was a mutant in the game, and like I can't. It was part of the story or maybe a side quest, and I kind of fucked them over. And later on in the game, they found me. I was in a building and I thought I killed everybody, and all of a sudden a red blip comes up. I'm like, wait, what the fuck's going on? And they show up and they're just fucking shooting their Gatling gun at me. Like, oh my, if they can, just the world they build are so. I hope it's more interconnected. The previous games, it's been very segmented and everything kind of stays where it is.
I'm really hoping
want...
this announcement comes tomorrow and it's not Boston, it's something totally unexpected.
No, I know it's going to be Boston.
Pre-apocalyptic. That was I was talking about that today.
A pre-apocalyptic Fallout.
You play a spy sneaking in, trying to stop the bombs from going off.
What would it be called?
Pre-Fallout.
Yeah, there's no Fallout.
It's called No Fallout.
Fallout.
No Fallout?
Colon. I hope not.
All right, Crispy.
I hate you all.
Fallout Shelter.
My hype this week is for information on Dark Souls 3 because
Well, you're
fuck
not-
yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, I'm already ready to buy it. I don't care. I don't fucking care, Brad. Brad, I don't fucking care.
Don't listen to
Shut
him.
your face.
Just be excited for whatever the fuck you want to be excited for.
My sweat is actually for Dreadnought, only because it's supposed to be coming out this summer, and they haven't announced a release date yet, to my knowledge. And I keep checking the site, I keep waiting for info, and I don't hear anything, and it's just kind of annoying, and I just want to know when I'm going to be able to play it. Because when we played it at PAX South,
Yep.
that shit was fun as hell. Loved it.
Do you love it? I bet you don't even have proof.
Okay.
Just keep going.
My-
You're supposed to unsnap your shirt.
I already did that.
Okay.
I do want...
Oh, he's wearing a
I'm
shirt. He
playing
loves it.
We won, so I got a shirt. My... What else? My sweat? No, that was my sweat. Hype sweat. My thank you is, how about to Firaxis for making a sequel to XCOM. Didn't really see that coming.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it was successful.
Yeah.
I didn't see it coming though, and it kind of made my day. Watch that trailer. That was pretty cool. And my fuck you goes, I don't know, to Nick for making me sick, I guess.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You're welcome.
Fuck that guy.
Name one video game character you want to fuck as your fuck you.
What?
Mega Man.
Oh my god. All right.
Wait, in his suit?
My hype.
It's kind of a boy.
Wait, like saying like fuck you or like
My hype.
intercourse.
My hype.
with a robot?
Yep.
E3.
Hmm.
We
Good
talked
hype.
about a lot of games today.
Bayonetta.
A lot of games today, and there's still a lot that's unconfirmed yet, and it's always exciting going in. You never know what you're gonna find. And my sweat, I have a couple sweats. First of all, my sweat goes to Fallout because I really, really, really want to be excited about it.
Yep.
But at the same time, like, I'm not really thrilled by the prospect of it being in Boston. Maybe I'm not really thrilled about just being another Fallout game. I think they should have some kind of hook or something that makes this uniquely different from previous Fallout games.
Hook,
Who knows?
Hook. Give us
The
hook.
fact that it's been so long since the last one makes me think that there's probably going to be something that stands out. My other sweat goes to my broadcast on Friday because I don't know what I'm gonna play.
Alan Wake is a weird one. Is that kind of like comfort food for you?
No, I was like I actually had every intention of replaying Alan Wake this year, and I couldn't think of something else.
Why don't you
to
play some New Vegas?
Well, and then now I might actually do that now because we didn't have that email from our subscriber of the month, so maybe I'll play New Vegas.
It's a good game.
I would like to go back and finish that. And my fuck you for the week goes to Konami
Why Konami?
because you know why. And if I had to do a thank you for the week, it would be to all of our lovely patrons.
Yeah.
And all of our future patrons for supporting us and helping us achieve some pretty awesome things in such a short amount of time. As Chris Davis wrote in the post today, like we achieved a lot in a very short amount of time to the point where we're still trying to catch up. I saw Frank point out, say, go camping already. I don't know if you've noticed, but weather here has kind of sucked balls.
It's kind of been raining
Lately.
for
State
over a
parks have been
month.
kind of shut down.
And
too.
half of Texas is flooded, so you go
Yes.
fuck yourself.
So we're working on it. And
I told them we should do it anyway, and they were like, "No, we're gonna drive."
we just gotta find a date that works, and we're honestly getting into like the hottest months of the year.
I don't know if any of y'all have gone camping.
What's camping, Nolan?
Going camping when it's wet is fucking miserable.
Yeah, it's not
because you can't get dry. There's nothing. Going all day with your socks and shoes wet is the worst.
It's like a trench
Yeah.
foot.
Yep.
Point is, we'll be setting a date for the camping trip fairly soon, but Patron Week is here starting on Sunday. I'm actually excited about our first Project M, mini Project M, Resident Evil 2. I think Brad and myself are going to be doing it
Yes.
this Sunday. I haven't played Resident Evil 2 in a while,
The
so I'm
thing
pretty
is, I don't
excited.
want to play the PS1 version. I want to play my emulated version. Is that okay?
Is it going to give you some kind of advantage?
No, but what? I mean, I'm not going to use save states or anything. But what if I'm worried I might run into like an emulation issue, and I don't think I will, but
We'll talk. We'll figure that out. Anyways, it's exciting. E3 is coming. Thank you for being here. This is probably our last regular podcast before E3. So the next time we record a podcast, we'll be in LA.
Yep.
And next week you can join us on Tuesday for Board Game Night as part of Patron Week. And of course, look, we're going to be doing a dual stream broadcast. We're going to be doing giving away free content. We're going to be doing a special popcorn cast.
Yeah.
It's exciting. There's some cool stuff. That stuff will be available to the public. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll be on the site.
I made popcorn in my house last night. I've never made popcorn in my
Really?
current house.
I do that
you
like
just
once
put
a
the bag
week.
in your microwave.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying. I was putting the bag in the microwave, and I was like, I've never done that.
You're both fucking adults. Make stovetop popcorn.
I would, but my wok can't be used on a gas stove. I need an electric.
Are you
use gas.
crazy? Last time I saw... No.
I make
You
popcorn.
don't need a wok.
Have you ever had wok corn? It is the best.
Are you making a pun?
Anyways.
Yes, I make popcorn in a wok.
So you would compromise popcorn to the point of making it in a microwave, but you wouldn't cook it in something that isn't a wok, like a fucking saucepan or something?
Yes.
All right, thank you for
No,
listening.
you're wrong. You're
This has
wrong.
been another episode of 4Player Podcast. By the way, we are on
wrong with
we are on
microwave?
SoundCloud now. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the show. We're on SoundCloud.
Nothing feel like bullshit, Brad.
Shut your mouth,
Yeah.
Crispy.
Sorry.
We are on SoundCloud now, so if you hate iTunes, I know a lot of you out there hate iTunes, and you've been looking for other means to subscribe to our show, make a SoundCloud account, find us, search for 4Player Podcast, follow us, and you'll be able to download it. I'll be posting them same time as I post the regular podcast every week. And we're also looking into getting our podcast out in other places, but of course we want people to follow us in these channels, make sure we can start building some credibility on those outlets as well. So please... What the fuck are you doing? Carlos posting your own
Carlos has a
SoundCloud? You son of a bitch. Chris Davis, will you post our SoundCloud in chat, please?
Woo, SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.com/4player. Please check it out. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
boy.
4pp. My bad. SoundCloud, I forgot that. SoundCloud.com/4pp. Anyways, that's it for the show, guys. Thanks for listening/watching. We'll see you next week during Patron Week, and of course every night on 4pp.tv where we broadcast. And it's been fun.
Goodbye.
Bye.